It's just about time for some baseball in the city. The Giants are going after their first three-game sweep of the season when they host the Angels this afternoon for a series finale. Oracle Park has been a fortress here recently. The Giants have won 8 of their last 11 games at home and the last 4 straight. They'll look to keep those good times rolling in that series finale against LA that is coming up shortly. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Giants Pregame Live, brought to you by Comcast Business. He's a 3-time World Series champion, Sergio Romo. I'm Kylan Mills. It is Song Shirt Sunday. You've got Santana on, correct? You've got a lot of Santana.
We're all about Santana.
I'm also an AC/DC fan. I've worn this a couple of times. Well, the Giants can go after their first 3-game sweep of the season today, and it is also a special day because there is a Hall of Fame induction ceremony taking place right now, and that leads us right to our first pitch because a great forever Giant is now immortalized in Baseball Hall of Fame in Jeff Kent, who absolutely had a Hall of Fame career, Serge.
Well, Mr. Jeff Kent, arguably, in my opinion, he is, but in a history of the game, he is arguably the most prolific second baseman, offensive second baseman in the history of the game. Number 21 in the orange and black, enshrined to the Hall of Fame. That is now 6 San Francisco Giants in the SF era inducted into the Hall of Fame.
That's right. We're going to be talking about him and hearing from him in that Hall of Fame speech. Back to the current Giants. They're going after their first series sweep 3-game series this afternoon, but they're going to have a tough time against Jose Soriano on the hill.
They will definitely have a tough time facing Soriano, who has been the most consistent starter in this Angels rotation. They are the last team, the only team in the major leagues, the Giants, that do not have a series sweep of 3 games or more. Can they do it today? My bet, let's do it. I think they can.
I think let's do it. Now, to be clear, they swept the Braves in a doubleheader in Atlanta, so that's why we can't technically say the first sweep, but first 3-game series sweep potentially today. And fans at Oracle Park receiving a special ring in honor of Jeff Kent. Again, we're going to be talking about the Hall of Famer throughout the course of today's show, and we'll hear from our insider Alex Pavlovich after a quick break. Giants Pregame Live is presented by Comcast Business. All in connection and protection your small business can rely on. No one does business like Comcast Business.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Let's go! Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhanced game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game, blackout-free. Even stream minor league games and more. It's all here and it's all new. Get MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance. Saturdays on MLB Network and wherever you get your podcasts.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Flow mayor is where all those rhythms meet. Porque el flow no es de un solo jugador, es de un corillo entero que prende estadio. De San Diego a Santo Domingo y cada parada en el camino. Cuando estamos activos, la liga sube de nivel. Esto es Flow Mayor.
A Sunday matinee is on deck out at Oracle Park as the Giants host the Angels. They got a walk-off win in Game 1. It was an offensive onslaught yesterday with a 9-2 victory in Game 2. Can they complete the 3-game series sweep? That is the question today at Oracle Park as the offense will look to keep that positive momentum rolling. Time now for the Inside Pitch, where we say hello to our insider, Alex Pavlovich, joining us live at Oracle Park. Pavs, great to see you as always. Let's start with the starter for today's game, Carson Whisenhunt. He's made a couple spot starts throughout the course of the season. Could we see him in this rotation, though, moving forward through the rest of this campaign?
Yeah, I think we absolutely will. Carson was going to be here anyway in the next week or two. They did anticipate him being part of the rotation after the trade deadline. Obviously, Robbie Ray is pretty likely to be moved in the next few days. So Carson was getting ready for the second half anyway, but Trevor McDonald's injury certainly opens up a spot a little bit earlier. But if you look at the deadline and the possibility of Robbie getting moved, potentially somebody like Tyler Malley getting moved as well, there are going to be a lot of starts in the second half for young guys, and Carson Whisenhunt should get a pretty good runway here.
All right, well, you brought up the injury to Trevor McDonald. He left the game on Monday against Kansas City. What is the latest on his status?
There's nothing new. He got a second opinion on it. It certainly doesn't sound great, and Tony Vitello said today that Trevor's going to talk with people around him. He's going to talk with his agent, figure out the next steps. But it does sound like, for the most part, we've almost certainly seen the last of him in 2026. And obviously, when you're talking about an elbow for Trevor, has to decide how to rehab that and whether surgery is part of that as well. But we should know in the next couple of days. But right now, I think the update, not necessarily what they had hoped when he came out of that game on Monday.
Okay, got it. Going to stick with the injury front here. Matt Chapman is a player that we have not seen since June 30th. Obviously, Casey Schmidt has been starting over there at third, but could Chapman make a return sooner than later? Might we see him during this homestand?
Yeah, it's possible. He did do a lot of work today, a lot of defensive work, did some base running with Jonah Cox, who's very close to a rehab assignment of his own. Chapman shouldn't need a rehab assignment. He should be back up here when he's ready. It's been a little bit slower than they hoped. They hope to get him back this weekend against the Angels, but I think it's literally day-to-day with him. Could just show up one day and he's in the lineup. It could be against Milwaukee, or it could be on the next road trip against the Padres.
All right, great information as always, Pavs. I like the sunnies. Looking good.
It is sunny out here.
Pavs bringing some swag on a sunny day out at Oracle Park. Speaking of Oracle Park, just 2 blocks away is the Natural, a baseball training facility where anyone can step into the cage, get on the mound, and sharpen their skills. Whether you're looking to put in serious work or maybe just have fun, the Natural has something for everyone. Recently, our own Sergio Romo paid a visit. He's still nursing his shoulder after that visit, but let's take a look at his experience.
Hey, I'm Sergio Romo. Forget the skip and the jump. I'm just a hop away from Oracle Park on Brennan Street here at the Natural, hanging out with Timmy and owner Hannon here. Hannon, what kind of place do we got going on here? I can read batting cage and bullpen, but how long you been here? Tell us about the place.
Yeah, so my joke is that we've been here for 2 April Fool's Days, so about a year and a half. Yeah, like you said, it's a batting cage, bullpen. We do music, food, and art here. Just hoping people come off the street before a Giants game, come say hey.
Kind of like the sanctuary. I like that.
Yeah. We got Timmy, big time Timmy Jim right here, the freak. Of course, Giants fans are some of the best fans in the world, and this is a love letter to those baseball fans.
Dude, that's what's up. Let's check out this fun hangout spot. What do you think?
Right on.
Yeah, that's what's up. I'm excited.
We got the batting cage, the bullpen. We like to have a little something for everybody here.
I got you. That's what's up. This looks like a fun place to hang out, for real. Got batting machine, pitching machine, everything ready to rock. Buckets full of baseballs.
Yeah.
Dude, not bad. Let's
ready to go. This is the main gallery.
Okay.
We got A through Z library, and we got some portraits of Sergio Romo for today. So,
hey, that's what's up. I made the wall.
Yeah.
Hey, those are awesome.
You want to get on the mound, me?
You got a hitter? You got a hitter?
Yeah.
You got a hitter?
We could just pull, maybe Eldridge will walk by or something.
Huh. Never know. Let's go find out.
Cool.
Lead the way then.
Right
I'm ready
Here we
to go. Let's go.
Let's do it.
That's all I got, guys. Ow. I'm going to throw a cookie right down the middle so he can tell you I told you so. Oh, got to get it there. Whosever idea this is, thanks for the shoulder pain for 2 weeks. All right, one more slide ball. It used to slide a lot. My shoulder don't hurt, your shoulder hurts. The cool part is it was right at my second baseman in the air, so last little contact, whatever, all right? Because I ain't gonna lie, I'm hanging over here. That was everything I had. Ooh, damn, that one hurt. Hey, wait, hold on. Before we get going, I gotta sign these real quick. El Mechon.
My shoulder doesn't hurt. Your shoulder hurts as we check out our Giants starting lineup, brought to you by your California Ford dealers. That was my favorite quote from that piece. All right, Luis Arraez leading off today. He's had 5 hits in the series, now rocking a .326 batting average, which is second only behind Marlins shortstop Otto Lopez, who's hitting .330 to lead all of Major League Baseball. No surprises when you run down the order here. Rafi Devers swinging a hot bat. He's had 15 home runs. 15! Since June 6th, which is tied for the most in Major League Baseball. And how about this? Grant McCraig getting the start in right field in place of Jung-Hoo Lee. He had some critical base running and made a huge defensive throw that helped the team get that walk-off win in Game 1 of the series. Good to see him get an opportunity. Next, we had a Cooperstown to hear from forever Giant Jeff Kent as he was formally inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame today. We discuss his special career and hear from our game broadcasters Dwayne Kuiper and Mike Krukow after this. Giants Pregame Live is brought to you by Cache Creek Casino Resort, Northern California's premier entertainment destination.
Did he do it? Oh my goodness, what a play! An absolute beast unleashed. You are unbelievable.
Racking them up, all I do is win. Spot that hashtag like a boss, yeah, that's how I roll. Keep on nailing it, never miss it back, enjoy the show.
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch, late nights and early mornings on MLB Network. Enhanced game nights with MLB Plus. Watch live out-of-market games on MLB Network. Hear home and away radio broadcasts of every game, plus access to MLB Big Inning and more. It's all here on MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year.
It's basically
You do this. Stealing is when somebody has the ball and they're going to tag the other person and somebody else takes it out of the glove.
if you want to just catch the ball, that's okay. And if you don't want to catch the ball, that's a strikeout.
Because it's fun and you don't have to be good at it, you can just play ball.
Giants Pregame Live is presented by Comcast Business. All in connection and protection your small business can rely on. No one does business like Comcast Business. Welcome back, and it's time for the change-up where we say hello to Dwayne Kuiper and Mike Krukow, our legendary duo out on the call at Oracle Park. Great to see you both as always. And we're talking a lot today, Kuip, about Jeff Kent being enshrined in the Baseball Hall of Fame. A great forever Giant, and from one great second baseman to another, what did you enjoy most about watching Jeff Kent in the orange and black?
Yeah, great question on a great day, obviously, for him. I mean, I think that what you had to appreciate out of Jeff Kent is you couldn't watch him for a weekend or a series or even a homestand. In order to really appreciate him, you had to watch him all year because he played every day. He was about as steady as you can get defensively at second base, and then he thrived on hitting with runners in scoring position. And you know, the other thing too that I don't know if somebody can find this stat, but it would really be interesting to see how many times he actually knocked in Barry Bonds. I mean, Barry Bonds had a lot to do with Jeff Kent being in the Hall of Fame because Barry Bonds was on base all the time. So I guess just the steadiness and the toughness of him That's what I think about Jeff Kent.
The money lies with the RBIs, right, Serge?
That was definitely J.K.'s saying right there. He knew how to drive them in, especially when it counted. Krug, staying on the Hall of Fame theme, while we're facing them, while we're playing and during our careers, and we're facing them guys during our careers, they could not be in the Hall of Fame, obviously, but any future Hall of Famers that you ended up facing during your career?
Oh, a lot. I mean, I probably, the better question is how many of their books am I in? Like Johnny Bench, Joe Morgan, Mike Schmidt. I think Dave Winfield got me. I don't know. Dave Parker. Yeah, I mean, you knew you were playing against a guy who was going to be a Hall of Famer when you were playing against him. And I think that's the one thing that stood out about all those guys that I played. I mean, Pete Rose is not in the Hall of Fame, but I mean, he hit 342 off me. And I owned him the last 3 years that we faced. That tells you the kind of damage he did when I was a young pitcher. Wore me out. Tony Gwynn, I don't think he hit a home run, but I mean, I think it's 369 against me or something. So, I mean, I got nothing but respect for Hall of Famers. They're there for a reason.
Oh, they most definitely are. Your list definitely, I think, towers over mine a little bit, but I got a couple guys in there. Helton, Beltre, Walker, Big Papi Ortiz. We got Jim Thome, Chipper Jones, Derek Jeter. Not a bad list myself, I guess.
No, you put him in.
Well, thank you guys both for the insight. Appreciate it. I've got no Hall of Famers on my list, and with that, we'll let you both go. We look forward to seeing you on the call.
1 ball and 1 strike. Here it comes. Kent, high, deep, Akbayani, back. It is out of here. A game-winning home run for Jeff Kent, and we are going home.
Today, Giants great Jeff Kent was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame alongside Carlos Beltran and Andrew Jones. Kent spent 7 seasons in the orange and black, winning the 2000 National League MVP award. To this day, he's hit more home runs than any other second baseman in the history of the sport. Kent was elected to the Hall of Fame by the Contemporary Baseball Era Committee on December 7th. The Giants will retire Kent's number 21 jersey on August 29th at Oracle Park. That will be a very special day. Our Comcast Business Every Connection is looking at Jeff Kent's long list of career accolades while with this Giants ball club. He was the 2000 National League MVP, as I mentioned a moment ago, was named an All-Star 3 times and Silver Slugger 3 times as well. 175 home runs as a second baseman is the most in franchise history. He hit more than 1,000 RBIs. He mentioned his famous quote as a Giant, setting multiple franchise records for a second baseman, which you see here on your screen. Here's a part of Jeff Kent's speech in Cooperstown earlier today.
San Francisco is home. San Francisco is where every lesson I'd learned finally came together. Brian Sabian, general manager there, deserves a lot of credit for trading for me and bringing in a whole new core of players like JT Snow, Jose Vizcaino, Kurt Reeder, and Bill Miller was another one, our third baseman. He mixed us in with Barry Bonds, one of the most talented players this game has ever seen, and we were destined for success. What was great about Dusty is he'd reach you on your level, though. He'd reach you on your level and elevate your thinking and your drive. That was what was special. So, and I flourished in that environment and under his leadership. And I'm forever grateful for that, Dusty. Thank you. And I can't talk about San Francisco without talking about the fans. I see some orange and black out there. It's a long way for you guys to come, but I see some of you out there. And thank you for coming. It was an honor to play for you. You guys were sellout crowds every game, every year. Once we moved to that downtown beautiful stadium, it was a pleasure to play there.
It was emotional, honestly, watching that speech as it happened live in our newsroom. Jeff Kent, more than worthy of being enshrined in the Baseball Hall of Fame. When you look at the numbers in his career, 5-time All-Star overall, 2000 National League MVP, led the Giants to the 2002 World Series, making that appearance, more than 350 career home runs at second, which is the most in Major League Baseball history. What stands out in your mind about the career that Jeff Kent had?
I mean, the accolades and the numbers speak for themselves, but I feel it was the way he went about how he played, his demeanor on the field. was very different off the field as well, and maybe slightly misunderstood because he was, you know, how do you say, he was pretty intense.
He was
intense. He was an intense individual, and he's an intense competitor, elite hitter. He's arguably the best power hitting second baseman in history, and it's the numbers. The numbers speak for themselves. I got an opportunity, the chance to play against him, and not on the same team as him, but to play against him, and you can feel that intensity. You can see how focused he was in the batter's box, and the situation in which I remember facing it. I mean, it meant something. Like, you know, it was a meaningful part of the game, and he was like looking right through me, like I was, you know, non-existent. So it's impressive just to watch him, how he just continued to produce year in and year out, batting behind Barry. Maybe he was the reason why Barry got pitched to a certain amount of times, you know, or the times that Barry didn't get walked. It's because they probably didn't want to face Kent behind him. So either way, just very well-deserving individual. Great competitor, and he went in as a Giant. That's what's up.
I know, that is super cool. 17 seasons in Major League Baseball, playing for 6 franchises, but wanted to be enshrined as a Giant. One thing to note, though, being elected via the Contemporary Baseball Era Committee, because he missed out on the traditional writers' ballot, was eligible for 10 seasons, topped out with a 46.5% of votes in 2023, which was his final year. Is his career, in your mind, more than worthy of this type of honor?
Most definitely. The production and the numbers again.
Because I think it's kind of overdue, right?
Yeah, well, the numbers in production speak for themselves. Yeah, you know, he's third in RBIs and all-time primary second baseman. He leads all-time second basemen in home runs hit in their career as a primary second baseman. This guy was on playoff teams. This guy's won an MVP. This guy's multiple All-Star games. I mean, he's well-deserving. His defense wasn't talked about, but he was consistent enough and he was steady enough to where it was never an issue. The bat was definitely what got him to the Hall of Fame and what it was most respected. But he was a complete player. He did everything right. He was in a liability in no form or fashion. And if anything, he just elevated any team that he was on, batting in the middle of every lineup, day in and day out. 17 seasons, you know, and usually
17.
Usually Hall of Fame, they look at your best 10 seasons, and him collectively 17 seasons of the same production.
Yep.
Wow, impressive and way more than deserving.
This is one of those where I think the Contemporary Baseball Era Committee got it right, and that's the purpose of this, because 75% is the threshold you have to reach in the writer's vote. Again, 10 seasons is how long a player can be on the ballot. Jeff Kent never reached that threshold, but clearly the career was worthy of this type of honor. Let's look back at some of the more memorable moments for Jeff Kent in a Giants uniform, starting with May 3rd, when he went 5 for 5 against the Pirates at Three River Stadium and hit for the cycle, the first one since Robbie Thompson in 1991. This is May 3rd of 1999, by the way. Should have mentioned the year. Since then, there have only been 3 players with the Giants to hit for the cycle. Randy Wynn in 2005. Fred Lewis did so on Mother's Day in 2007. Pablo Sandoval in 2011. But Jeff Kent, man, one of many memorable moments.
One of many memorable moments. This guy is just a complete hitter. The guy just knew how to put the ball in play, put the barrel to the ball, and he did it with some pop, too.
June 25th, 2002 is what we're looking at right now. When the Giants were playing in San Diego, Jeff Kent upset at third baseman David Bell. Barry Bonds came to Bell's rescue. 2 MVPs got into a shoving match in the dugout, and that's where you see the intensity that Sergio mentioned. These are 2 incredible competitors. This was a group of individuals who would have done anything to win. Kent did say after the game, talking about the incident, add this to the half-dozen times we've done it before. What's probably forgotten all of this, both Kent and Bonds each hit a home run in that game. So the shoving match did not affect the production. That's all we have to say. Now wait, July 30th, 2008, Giants-Dodgers. Who's that on the mound throwing to Jeff Kent?
Oh, you guys.
Can you tell us more?
You guys snuck this one in.
Yeah, we did.
But that was the first time I had gone to Dodger Stadium as a Giant in my career. I debuted a month before that. I got a chance to face a Hall of Famer. That's pretty awesome. Well, I guess we can add another one to the list.
That's right. You had a pretty good list. You weren't giving yourself enough credit when you were talking to Mike Krukow.
No, I tell you, I'm blessed with the opportunities and the experiences that are coming my way. Face some extremely, obviously competitive team and well-talented players, guys well-deserving of being one of the best of the best. So definitely blessed. And yeah, Jeff Kent, the Giant in the Hall of Fame.
The fun part about watching you pitch, though, Sergio, against any of those individuals, you were fearless. Okay, we do have to step aside for a quick break. We're going to be talking much more about this when we return.
Okay, $1 million deal on the line. You got this. recaps and sales meeting insights from all my team's calls? Otter AI, it's you who is man's best friend.
Otter, the AI meeting agent.
This is Blue Chew Gold, the ultimate 4-in-1 formula. Built for strength where it counts. With sildenafil for power, tadalafil for endurance. But gold doesn't stop at blood flow, so we added apomorphine to spark desire and oxytocin to deepen connection. Not just harder, closer. Blue Chew Gold. Take action, get action.
For years, I was hiding my drinking. I'm the type of drinker that I don't just have one. I didn't want to feel that urge anymore. That's what brought me to War Health. I'm a better dad. I'm a better husband. I just have a more grounded and present life, thanks to War Health.
Text TV5 to 710-710 to learn more.
Why go on Roe? Because 1 in 4 guys.
1 in 4 guys. 1 in 4 guys experience ED.
On Roe, ED feels like no big deal. Connect with a provider to find treatment that could be right for you. 100% online.
Roe designed or curated treatments to make ED feel less stressful. There are options to fit every need, like fast-acting dissolvables or daily gummies. If 1 in 4 guys deal with ED,
then 1 in 4 guys should go on Roe.
Guys, connect with a provider at roe.co to see if you qualify.
The Giants have been cruising at home. They're looking for a 3-game series sweep against the Angels with a victory today. Here's some of the numbers in the last 16 games. Oracle Park, an 11-5 record, is tied for second in Major League Baseball. The average risk, I mean, you just go down the list. This team has been playing extremely well at Oracle Park, and you have to credit the fans in part, Sergio, because they have still been showing up and showing out for this team. Friday night looked electric in this series. I don't know. There's something about the night games at Oracle Park. What would it mean for this team to complete the sweep in front of the home crowd today?
Well, first, the comment on the fans. They always give the fans credit. You always give them credit for showing up because they've packed the house.
They have.
They show up and they support. I mean, orange, black, all the way through the city, everywhere you go in the Bay. So that's what's up, fan base. But it would be important for them just to keep the positivity going. I don't think they're in it to sit there and say, all right, we have to sweep these guys, or they're going to actually the intent of sweeping, but their intent is to win the ball game, to keep the positivity going, to keep the production going. They're playing complete baseball right now, and it's impressive to watch because they're pitching, their starting pitching is giving them some depth. The bullpen has come up clutch, even though a couple miscues here and there, but they have been great. It's awesome to watch this team.
It's also been fun to watch the way they got wins in this series. One was a blowout with a ton of offense. It was a walk-off victory, just the 4th of the season in the series opener in front of that Friday night crowd. Oh, we got some dancing going on at Oracle Park. A fun one just ahead between the Giants and Angels. Giants baseball is coming up next. We'll see you for Toyota Giants post-game live after the game.
Sunday afternoon baseball here at Oracle Park, and today the Giants and Angels, they're going to meet in the final game of the series. Giants have won the first two, and it's right here on NBC Sports Bay Area. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. To my left is Mike Krukow. Well, the Giants definitely would like to win all three. I mean, this is what they're trying to do, is trying to improve their overall record and their home record. So what do? You hand the ball to a rookie, Carson Whisenhunt, who, oh, by the way, has been good in 2 starts this year.
Well, very good, 2-0, and an ERA in the low 3s, and really probably could have pitched a little bit deeper into each game. And it's not like he is afraid to pitch against anybody. His success has come against some of the best teams in baseball this year. His opponent this year, Jose Soriano, is one of the best sinkers in the game with the loudest velocity. He'll tip off at 100 miles an hour with big movement. So it figures to be about a sinker baller going against a changeup specialist, 2 different styles of pitching, and the Giants have been hot with the bats. Let's hope they continue today and get that sweep.
Hot with the bats against a guy that's really, really good in Soriano. All right, should be fun here on this Hall of Fame Sunday. Stay tuned when we come back. We'll have the lineups in the first pitch right after this.
This telecast is brought to you by Toyota, class-leading MPG and more hybrid models than any other brand. Toyota, let's go places. By Friedman's Appliance in Pleasant Hill, largest in-stock inventory in Northern California of your favorite luxury home appliances. By BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Visit BayAreaBMW.com today for exceptional offers. And by Cache Creek Casino Resort, Northern California's premier entertainment destination.
Did he do it? Oh my goodness, what a play! An absolute beast unleashed. You are unbelievable.
Racking them up, all I do is win. Spot that hashtag like a boss, yeah, that's how I roll. Keep on nailing it, never miss it, back, enjoy the show.
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch, late nights and early mornings on MLB Network. Enhanced game nights with MLB Plus. Watch live out-of-market games on MLB Network. Hear home and away radio broadcasts of every game, plus access to MLB Big Inning and more. It's all here on MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year.
Keep cool out there, folks. It's going to be a hot one.
We the people love summer baseball. The food is over the top. The cheers come from the chest. We came with friends, but we met new ones. We have seats, but we're standing. They say it's anyone's game. But from what we can see, it's everyone's. Baseball for the people.
Well, back here at Oracle Park, the Giants have taken the field, and we're just about ready for the first pitch. Our game time weather is brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. So what is it here? It's 70 degrees. It's rare we get to see a temperature where it begins with a 7. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup brought to you by your Bay Area Chevrolet dealers. It'll go like this. It'll be Neto, Trout, and then Grisham. Former Giant Soler He'll be the DH and the cleanup hitter. Shawnuel will hit 5th, and it's Adele, Guzman, and Siri, and Logan Ohapi will hit in the 9th spot.
On the hill today for the Giants will be the rookie left-hander Carson Whisenhunt, making start number 3. He's 2-0 on the year with a 3.38 ERA. He has been very good.
And the first pitch of the ball game right off the bat. Looks like it was a changeup and a swing and a miss. So we get started right on time. 0-2. Neto 1 for 7 in the series. Overall hitting at .236. And the 0-2. Shot foul. He may have just thrown 3 changeups in a row.
Well, he wants to establish that pitch early, and he's done it. I mean, he's a big guy, 6'3", 225 pounds, 25 years of age. Giants picked him 2nd round back in 2022 out of East Carolina University.
There's a fastball, 1-2. Giants trying to pick up their 3rd win in a row. The 1-2, got him on a swing and a miss, and that's how this game gets started.
Let's take a look at the StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud on Carson Whisenhunt. As you mentioned, he's a rookie, and he's just got 3 pitches. The 4-seamer and the changeup is what you're going to see most of the time, but the slider is a sneaky one. It's one that he can throw to not only lefties, but he will throw it to righties as well. Velocity on the fastball, but average right around 93. He'll top out at 95.
Trout takes a called strike, by the way, called by Hunter Wendelstedt. And it's Carapazza, Moscoso, and Lentz from 1st to 3rd. Trout in the series is 2 for 5. Made the All-Star team, not only made it, but started in the outfield for the American League team. 1-2. Okay, it's working.
Well, he's got such a great sell job with the arm action. And the other thing, too, what's really great about Whisenhunt, especially against right-handed hitters, he will pitch inside with the fastball. I mean, right at the belt. And that combination of the inside fastball at the hands and that changeup away, I mean, that's his bread and butter.
It's a pretty close fastball, but a bit high. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Line drive and a base hit. Right over Schmidt. Trout going for 2, and he will make it.
Let's take a look at the Giants defense. It's brought to you by Walk-Up Personal Injury Law. Starting the outfield from left to right. It'll be Ramos, Gilbert, McRae. Good arms across the board, and probably the best arm in right field. Adames and Schmidt will patrol the left side of the infield. Arise and Devers on the right side. And Drew Kavanaugh, he'll be in the squad, putting down the signs.
So Mike Trout a double. No Jung-Woo lead today. Pitch is wide to Grissom for Mike Trout. His 15th double of the year. 1-0 to Grissom, who's 3 for 9 in the series with the home run. And did that hit him?
No. Close. Head high fastball. And it was a wild pitch. I mean, Kavanaugh, the catcher, he didn't have much of a chance to get this one.
Well, that's a little too early in the game to be doing that.
It's also going to bring the infield in, which is interesting here in the 1st inning.
Probably tells you a lot about how the Giants feel about Soriano, their starter.
Exactly.
Spanish audio is available on the SAP channel. And the walk. Here's Soler. Soler is 1 for 10 in the series. And he takes wide. 1 ball and no strikes. So early trouble for Carson Whisenhunt. And Hunter Whittlestead gives him that pitch. It's a ball and a strike. Foul, look out, Mike Trout.
Oh my goodness. That had some steam on it too.
That's a career ender right there.
Watch Trout at third base. And that was too close.
Two and two on the high fastball.
Yeah, one thing about Whisenhunt out of the stretch, he's extremely fast. He is Kirk Reeder's fast.
On the ground, and they'll get one there, and not in time. Really nice turn by Arise. If that holds up on the call, the Angels will take a 1-0 lead.
Now, kind of an awkward position for Adames to try and get off a throw. He winds up giving a good feed to Arise, who gets it over to first base. But you can see, I mean, he kind of fell backwards, a little bit of an unbalanced position, couldn't get a lot on the throw. But nevertheless, I mean, it was a nice play getting that lead out.
Here's Shonowell.
Tell you right now, I mean, you got to think twice about digging in if you're the Angels. Whisenhunt a little wild with the fastball.
In tight, 2-0.
Whisenhunt's a little geeked up, as you can imagine. This is just his third start in his young career. This year, I should say. He's got 8 starts overall in his career. 2 starts this year against Atlanta and against Colorado, and pitched well in both those games.
Little pop-up.
When your home has hardy fiber cement siding,
hey, I'll be home in about 10 minutes. Make it 8.
Mom, stop. It's really fun, I promise. Mom, I don't know what's happening. I gotta go. Go back home. That's my good boy.
Soda's heroic era is finally here. Start a brand new day with Poppy's Cherry Limeade, Wild Berry, and friendly new neighborhood flavor, Lemonade. Ready to go wherever your journey takes you. Sip like a hero with Poppy. Spider-Man, brand new day in theaters July 31st.
The true West
has no fences. There's an edge, but you gotta find it. Find comfort from the traditions that help define it, and the confidence from having the courage to defy.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the San Francisco Giants and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Francisco Giants Baseball Club, LLC.
The Angels jump out to a 1-0 lead. Here's the Giants lineup brought to you by your Bay Area Chevrolet dealers. Leading off will be Arise, followed by Ramos, Eldridge, and then Devers, Eldridge, the DH. Schmidt, Gilbert, and then Adames. Cavanaugh do the catching, and getting a start in right field instead of Jung-Hoo Lee is Grant McRae. So here's Arise, and he takes a pitch high. Coming in at 326. He's going to shoot one into left field, a base hit. And is he going to go for two? He is. And the throw, and he's going to be out. And they got him. It's a great throw by Siri in left field.
Well, Siri's got one of the best arms in the American League. It's a cannon, and it's accurate. So about halfway between first and second, Arise is thinking, this wasn't a good idea. But watch Siri with the throw. I mean, that's a good arm on the dot. Cannot make a better throw than that.
Here's Ramos, who takes a strike. Ramos 1 for 10 in this series. There's a good hard sinker that we were talking about. It's 0-2.
Yeah, Soriano does not lack for stuff. I mean, and he's known for a sinker, but he throws almost as many four-seamers as he does sinkers. Over 50% of the time he's throwing a fastball of some kind. But he's one of those rare guys that can throw high velocity with the sink, and we're talking high 90s and occasionally 100.
2-2 pitch coming up. And he chops this off his foot.
Let's take a look at the numbers for Soriano. 27-year-old right-hander making start number 22 on the year, 8-6 with a 3.43 ERA. And another thing too, sinkers don't always have strikeout totals over their innings pitched, but with Soriano, 122 strikeouts and 118 innings pitched. Just great stuff.
Ramos cannot hold up. First strikeout, 2 down.
Let's take a look at the Angels defensively. It's a defense brought to you by Walk-Up Personal Injury Law. Starting in the outfield from left to right, it'll be Siri, Trout, and Adele, the best arm by far in left field. Neto and Guzman on the left side of the infield. Grissom and Shonowell on the right side. Logan O'Hoppe, he'll be in the squad, putting down the signs.
Here's Eldridge. Eldridge takes down low. Eldridge in the series. 1 for 6. They hit a double. And he got a piece. It's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, you take one pitch like that, you realize I got to start a little quicker. He was late.
He's going to roll this one to second. Grissom has it. And a shutdown inning for Jose Soriano.
With Kalshi, you can trade on anything.
Man, tell them something they don't know. Like I'm from Greece.
Looking good, Yaddy-O! Before I was born late one night,
Aló, campeón.
What is the dumbest thing you've ever wasted money on?
I was paying for 2 subscriptions over like 3 years.
That's like $1,400,000. How'd you figure that out?
I saw an app that shows you all the monthly subscriptions you have and how much you're paying.
So what'd you do then? Just like call and cancel, or?
I have a phobia of making calls, so absolutely I did not do that. The app, you can cancel the app.
What is the app called?
Rocket Money.
The true West has no fences. There's an edge, but you gotta find it. Find comfort from the traditions that help define it, and the confidence from having the courage to defy it. But being brave isn't about being different. It's about being yourself. Now, we might not need more people in the West, but would it hurt to have a little more West in the people?
Boardwalk, now open daily. Come try Vertigo 360, our spinning, flipping, over-the-top new ride. Save on passes and wristbands at beachboardwalk.com.
What a great day here at the yard. Also outside of the ballpark. Beautiful Sunday. As Joe Adele takes the first pitch down low. Adele 2 for 6 in the series. Does about everything. He can run. He's got some power. One and two.
And he's got the kind of power that can go from foul line to foul line. I mean, he can hit him out to right center here. That's the kind of strength he has in that bat head. Former first-round pick by the Angels. And I mean, you draft a power guy in the first round, you expect that, and he's delivered. Took him a while to get there, but he's there.
And he got him with a high fastball.
Well, the Junior Giants stretch drive ends today. Your contributions give more than 28,000 players a chance to play ball for free. Give $50 or more, and you receive a stretch drive mystery shirt, or give more for exclusive swag and autographed memorabilia. Donate before it's too late at donate@giantscommunityfund.org.
Here's Guzman, and he chases and misses. Guzman 1 for 7 in the series. Guzman at third base as he swings and misses again. And the 0-2. 3 pitches.
Let's take a look at the wind conditions here at the ballpark today. It's gusty, 18-mile-an-hour winds, and they're swirling around the infield. Not getting a lot of help to right field today. You are getting help to center and a lot of help going out to left. But pop-ups, take your chance.
Yeah, it's another brisk afternoon as Jose Siri takes a strike. 2 outs. Nobody on, and a 1-0 lead for the Angels. As Hunter Windelstedt says, Steerike 2. Steerike 3.
Sheesh.
Strikes out the side. Giants are coming up.
Go all in on game nights with MLB Plus. Catch live out-of-market games on MLB Network. Hear home and away radio broadcast of every game. Even stream minor league action and more. It's all here on MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year. Step up to the plate with MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhance game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game. Plus live minor league action and even Game Day 3D. The ultimate second screen experience on MLB Plus. Now available on the MLB app.
Do you dream of seeing all 30 ballparks?
Really a special place. People are excited for the game.
We've got you. For the first time, MLB and T-Mobile offer you a chance to win trips to all 30 stadiums. Yes, all 30.
What a treat.
The views.
This is so much fun.
The food.
It's a fiesta here at the ballpark.
The vibe.
The energy is incredible.
The adventure of a lifetime with experiences you simply need to see to believe. Begin your journey to 30. Enter now.
Brought to you by Stanford Healthcare.
Well, back here in the great city of San Francisco, you take a look outside the ballpark where the Angels are leading the Giants 1-0. Coit Tower right in the center of your picture is Rafi Devers is going to lead things off. And Devers looks at a pitch wide. Devers has been swinging it. He's 5 for 8 in this series. He's got a double. He's got a couple of home runs. And he isn't afraid to take a walk. It's 2-0. He has faced Soriano twice in his career. He's 0 for 2. And it's 3-0. There's a strike. Three and one. Schmidt on deck. And the walk.
Time now for the play of the game presented by your California Ford dealers. Yesterday, Rafael Devers hit a 3-run homer off of Brent Suter. In the bottom of the 4th inning, it was his 2nd straight game with a home run and his team leading 22nd of the season, and it went the opposite way.
Schmidt. Takes one low. Schmidt 2 for 8 in the series. He does have 4 RBIs. He is now 1 shy of tying Devers in home runs. He's got 21. And he taking all the way, and he takes one right down the pipe.
One to measure, one to rake.
It was on the hands of Schmidt. And it's now 1-2. Gilbert to follow. Giants trying to get on the board here in the 2nd inning.
That is a good curveball. Everything that Soriano has, I mean, he can strike you out with. It really is some of the best stuff in baseball.
Two. Got him. I'm going to say that that's a rough at bat.
And that's a rough at bat. High velocity, late movement. It's just a rough combination. And that looks like a left-handed cutter. I mean, that's a right-hander with left-handed movement.
Yep.
They don't meet many of those guys.
See, if I were teammates of him, the chances of me playing catch with him would not be very good.
None chance.
I'd burn my thumbs and my toes.
Well, unless you wanted to break your glove in.
Yeah, that's true.
You could break your glove in about 5 throws. Or tear it.
Gilbert hits one high. Hits it deep, but not deep enough. As Trout in front of the wall makes the catch.
He clipped that thing with some backspin, and for a minute there, I thought he had it. But Mike Trout had another opinion.
Here's Willie Adames. Adames 1 for 8 in the series. One ball and no strikes. And it's foul.
All right, let's take a look and see who our ball babe is today, because she just made a good play.
One and one to Adames.
That was Ingrid Baxter who made that play. She's a veteran.
2 and 1. Angels scored in the first inning. It's 1-0. Right on the corner.
Yeah, good 1-2 pitch. So that makes it a good pitch, good take.
Tried it again. It's 3-2.
Another good pitch, good take. League knows that Adames will chase. Sliders off the plate away, and when he gets into 2 strike counts, he sees a lot of them from right-handed pitchers.
Devers is going to go. And this is unfortunately a fair ball. And that'll end the inning. It just kind of spun around and didn't move. And that'll do it. We'll head to the third. It's 1-0 Angels.
Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Saturdays on MLB Network and wherever you get your podcasts.
10 seconds, guys. Let's have a go up.
At MLB Network, we're always on the move because baseball doesn't just travel, it transforms.
This is how we should do a show every day.
And we're there to meet the moment wherever the game goes. Regular season.
Welcome to Cooperstown.
All the stars are out in Atlanta, Georgia.
Postseason.
Can you believe what we just saw? Whoa!
Every season.
This is unbelievable.
This is MLB Network, the home of baseball.
It's basically
you do this. Stealing is when somebody has the ball and they're going to tag the other person and somebody else takes it out of the glove.
If you want to just catch the ball, that's okay. And if you don't want to catch the ball, that's a strikeout.
Because it's fun and you don't have to be good at it, you can just play ball.
Angels with a 1-0 lead. Is Logan O'Hoppe is going to stand in. O'Hoppe facing Carson Whisenhunt. And a fastball high. O'Hoppe caught the game yesterday and went 2 for 4. Here he's out in front of a changeup. 1 ball and 1 strike. Top of the order, Zach Neto on deck. Inside corner, and now a challenge.
The hitter is challenging the call of strike.
ABS powered by T-Mobile.
The call is confirmed. The Angels have 1 challenge remaining in the game.
I think Hunter Winkelstead enjoyed saying that.
I think the older umpires, all of them do.
Winkelstead is he can be tight at the beginning of the game, but he usually loosens it up as the game goes on. Very much like his father, Harry, who was one of our favorite umpires when we were playing.
Got him. 4 strikeouts in a row.
All right, time now for our pitching decisions presented by Sage. Carson Whisenhunt struck out the side in the top of the second. Take a look at Joe Adele, who swung out a 4-seamer. Then Guzman on a changeup goes down, and then Siri, he goes down on a changeup. Whisenhunt's first pitch of the inning was a ball, and he threw 9 straight strikes and retired the side.
Neto fouls it back. We don't get to see Neto a lot, but watching him this weekend, he doesn't like to take too many pitches.
He likes to get up and hack.
And he does not hack at that one.
But I mean, he is a guy that brings a lot of assets to a lineup.
Swing, gonna miss. 1 and 2.
He's got 19 home runs and a .325 on base percentage. And there's a lot of teams interested in this guy, and he's been one of those names that's been flying around the rumor mill.
It is indeed that time of the year.
No, it's going to intensify the next 9 days. August 3rd is the deadline.
After that, the broadcasters trading deadline is up.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Could be going anywhere. You could be heading back to Chicago. I could be going to Cleveland.
You never know. Look at this one.
She could care less.
Care less.
2-2. Is down low. 3 and 2. And the payoff is foul.
All right, let's take a look at Ingrid Baxter. A lot of hustle. And a bib.
And another payoff. What did he throw him?
That's a power changeup, and that's 5 in a row, 6 on the day, and they're all swing and miss strike threes. So right now, there's a conversation going on in the first base dugout with the Angels saying, "Who is this guy?"
Here's Trout, who has the only hit in this game for the Angels, and he doubled after he fell behind in the count. He doubled on the left field line. And that's a shade high. 1 ball and 1 strike.
You know, this is one of those times when you're a young pitcher and you're facing against a legend. Trout, a 14-year veteran in his 15th year, and he's done everything in the game. And when you're in the big leagues for the first time as a young pitcher, this is a big at-bat for him.
2-2.
And guess what he's trying to do to Mike Trout? He's trying to strike him out. It's called pitching to a baseball card, and it's one of those little things that's very cool as a young player. It reminds you where you're at. You're in the big leagues.
Three and two. Trout trying to get something started with 2 outs. Whisenhunt trying to strike out the side. Slowly hit. Schmidt with the bare hand throw, and it's not in time. Everything done properly, and it should be a hit for Trout. And he's 2 for 2.
Well, Casey Schmidt knew he had no time for an exchange. Glove hand to bare hand. It had to be one-hander. And it looked to me like he didn't get a great grip on this. But in the end, he puts a little something on it, and he couldn't have made the play any better than this. Just too much foot speed from Mike Trout. And that's an impressive single for a guy in his 15th year at the big leagues. Mike Trout can still move.
Here's Grissom. And he looks at a strike. Grissom drew a walk in the first inning. And he runs this one inside. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
This is 4-2-5 from the right side. You can take a look at the most famous running back playing baseball that ever lived. Well, since Willie Mays.
1-2. Hit into center field. Gilbert's got plenty of room, and that'll end the inning. It remains 1-0.
Maybe Bo Jackson.
Maybe.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Join Matt Yaloff and Greg Caserta on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer. MLB Big Inning. All season. Presented by CarShield.
From your favorite team,
The Phillies walked it off.
to the league's biggest stars,
Jaw-dropping stuff from Bobby Witt Jr.
Hey, I know that guy. Great player.
stay in the know all season long on Play Ball, only on MLB Network.
The journey. It starts here, on the fields where dreams begin. Every swing counts. Every step matters. Every moment inspires. The fundamentals today, the possibilities of tomorrow. Pitch, hit, and run. The journey starts here. Scan the QR code to sign up today.
Time, get a Coors Light with your ticket purchase to this week's games against the Milwaukee Brewers. Tickets will start at $19. sfgiants.com/beer for fans 21 and up. Here's Drew Kavanaugh with the Angels leading 1-0. Giants have had 2 base runners, a single by Rise, and a walk to Devers. And it's 2-0 to Kavanaugh. The 2-0 to Kavanaugh. Shoots it up the middle on a base hit. With over 100 new articles posted every week, the go-to source for all your favorite teams is still NBCSportsBayArea.com. Bunt is going to be fouled. And that's part of his game. I mean, you can run like he can run.
But you know, the first time we saw him, he didn't have much of that. This is something he's really worked on. But the old saying about bunting is either bunt it perfectly or bunt it foul. I mean, that's exactly what he did on that. He has worked hard to get back to the big leagues.
Oh, and 1. Shows bunt again. I mean, Guzman now is all about it.
Well, one thing's for sure. I mean, he's absolutely short the range from third baseman, and he's playing way in on the grass. So he doesn't have a lot of right to left.
Here's the bunt. So a sacrifice bunt.
It's a win-win play.
I mean, hey, you get a free shot at picking up a base hit. If you don't and advance the runner, you got to sacrifice it. Here's a Rise. And he looks at a strike.
Fellow countrymen against fellow countrymen. Soriano, Rise, both from the Dominican Republic.
Foul back, 0-2.
That's not true. Rise is from Venezuela, I beg your pardon. I should know that. He has the VZ on the side of his hat.
Oh, 2. Lifted to left. So Siri will make the play, 2 outs, and here's Ramos. Ramos struck out in the first inning. And he takes low. Two and 0.
Ramos in a bit of a funk. He's 4 for his last 30. He had been really hot prior to that.
A healthy rip.
And he's having a word with him too. He had count leverage in a 2-0 count, and he goes and chases a slider away. That was a good breaking ball, don't get me wrong, but it does make a hitter talk to himself.
Shoots this one the other way, but it's out of play. Kind of on that one at 98.
That's been about the poorest location pitch that he has thrown when he has had 2-strike counts. I mean, this is right down the middle, and he gets away with one there.
That foul, so we got a battle.
That was perfect location in the 2-2 count.
And then another 2-2. Here it is. The take 3-2.
Eldridge on deck, wanting to hit this inning.
Good at bat, Mike.
It really was. I mean, he was down in the count, and he fought hard to get that walk, and it allows Eldridge to step in the batter's box with an opportunity to do some damage here. I mean, when you have a 4 for 30 going like Ramos had, I mean, you get a walk in this type of situation, that's a great at bat. And you can walk yourself out of a slump. So Hoppy going to have a word with Soriano. And that's a long talk.
Eldridge got jammed and rolled out to second. Hunter letting him go for a while. So here's Eldridge. And he takes a pitch wide, 1-0. Maybe we can get some pitches out of Mr. Soriano. And he gets the call. It's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Stole a strike on 1-0 count with the breaking ball. With the movement of the fastball really running hard away from Eldridge, the Angels give Eldridge the line in right field. They bunch the gap in right center and in left center. Again, stealing a strike with a breaking ball. That's a good breaking ball.
Yes, 2-2.
It tells you that the young left-handed hitter is sitting on a fastball, but not anymore.
He couldn't hit that one.
No. That had broke his bat in about 1,000 pieces.
No, we could say good take, but we really know the truth.
Yeah, sometimes a take gets you.
Foul.
Oh, our ball dude down the right field line. Mark Almer almost made the play of the day. Well, this ball was hit hard, but hey, he did stop it. Had him played perfectly.
3-2. Fouled again. And again, got him. And the Giants trying to pair. 4th inning coming up.
Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Saturdays on MLB Network and wherever you get your podcasts.
Do you dream of seeing all 30 ballparks?
Really a special place. People are excited for the game.
We've got you. For the first time, MLB and T-Mobile offer you a chance to win trips to all 30 stadiums. Yes, all 30.
What a treat.
The views.
This is so much fun.
The food.
It's a fiesta here at the ballpark.
The vibe.
The energy is incredible.
The adventure of a lifetime with experiences you simply need to see to believe. Begin your journey to 30. Enter now.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhance game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game, blackout-free. Even stream minor league games and more. It's all here and it's all new. Get MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus.
Presented by Lazy Boy. Dwight Kuiper. With me is Mike Krukow. We just saw the Soriano kid, Mike, unleash a couple of those sinkers that, splits or whatever. I mean, is that a natural pitch where you wake up one morning and that's what you got?
Yeah, I always believe that if you're going to learn a new pitch, and it was what happens when you get to the big leagues, you're asking, how do you do this? How do you do that? When a guy teaches you, if you can't get that pitch within about 5 pitches, you're not going to get it. And I always thought the pitches that you use, they came very quickly. But I'll tell you, the 3-2 split that Soriano threw Eldridge was unfair. And I think he's throwing like 2 a day today, rather. But it was perfect.
Soler. I mean, one of the reasons I asked that is Soler, I think, is going to dot this one over the wall, and it is gone. And Soler hits his 12th of the year, and it's 2-0.
Well, the Giants know firsthand what type of power he has, having been a former Giant. And we talk about the power that he has. It's all over the ballpark, and he takes on dead center. Yeah, fastball out over the plate away, right at the belt. And he said, yeah, that's where I like him. And that had the sound.
Here's Shonowell. But I was getting to the point of, we had a teammate who had a great sinker in Greg Minton. And I mean, right. I mean, there wasn't any doubt that even Greg Minton admitted that he was odd.
He was odd.
But how do you hold it? He said, I just hold it and throw it.
Yeah, that was exactly. Everybody sees a sinker. It's like, well, how do you throw that pitch? How do you make it sink? And that's exactly what he's saying. I don't know. I just hold it like this and throw the snot out of it.
Assuming he was born with that.
Yeah. But it was a pitch he could throw 80% of the time. It was one of the best sinkers I ever saw.
2-1. Now we got timeout is called. I think the umpires just want to reset everything. Three and 1.
The hitter is challenging the strike call.
That looked like a pretty good pitch.
ABS powered by T-Mobile.
The call is overturned the ball.
And that is ball 4. So home run and walk.
And that's one of the things that pitching coaches and managers look at with a young pitcher. You get him a home run. What do you do with the next guy? Do you nibble? Do you start to lose your confidence in attacking the strike zone? Do you walk the next guy? And he did.
Here's Adele, who swings and misses at that changeup.
But I want to finish that point about Minton. I mean, he threw a lot of sinkers, and in Candlestick, when it was cold, guys didn't want to hit off him because it was hard to barrel his fastball up.
Struck well. And gone. Another one. 4-0. Number 16 for Adele.
Well, they had one time through the lineup where everybody got a little education, and they went up there and they sat on one speed. I mean, that's a changeup, and it did not fool Joe Adele at all. He's sitting soft, gets exactly what he's looking for. So what does this mean to a young pitcher like Whisenhunt, who's got a great fastball changeup combination? He's going to have to learn another fastball. He's going to have to think about throwing the changeup with another grip, which will also vary the speeds that you have. And then you have to start throwing that slider more. But these are things you learn the hard way up here. I always say the price of education up here is painful, and it is.
Guzman. Well, he waited on that changeup and pops this one up. Here's Siri.
There's a thing that impresses you when you're a young pitcher. You get up here. I mean, not only are guys talented, hit the ball far, they're smart. They think well.
On the ground to third. Schmidt picks it to his left and throws him out.
The other thing, too, they're starting to jump on the first things they're seeing in the at-bats. And watch Casey Schmidt with soft hands, using his web. Makes a difficult play look easy.
Here's Logan O'Hoppe. O'Hoppe struck out. And he fouls this one at the plate. It's 0-2. And he got him to end the inning. So a 3-run inning. It's 4-0.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhance game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game, blackout-free. Even stream minor league games and more. It's all here and it's all new. Get MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance. Saturdays on MLB Network and wherever you get your podcasts.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Flow mayor is where all those rhythms meet. Porque el flow no es de un solo jugador, es de un corillo entero que prende estadio. De San Diego a Santo Domingo y cada parada en el camino. Cuando estamos activos, la liga sube de nivel. Esto es Flow Mayor.
than any other brand. Toyota, let's go places. By Provident Credit Union, make life easy. And by Amazon, spend less on your kids for back to school.
Jeff Kent went into the Hall of Fame today. We watched his acceptance speech, and, well, we should have been surprised how terrific it was. Well, he covered it all.
He covered it all.
Here's Devers, who takes wide.
And you could tell he spent a lot of time on it, practiced on it, because he was fantastic. Congratulations, Jeff Kent. And he went in as a Giant.
He maybe had to slow down maybe once or twice with the motion, but overall, he hung in there, and the whole thing was awesome. 2-1 to Devers. Giants now trail 4-0. They got work to do against a guy that's throwing the ball really well, and that's Jose Soriano, who we don't ever get to see a whole lot of. And watching him, I'm glad.
He's got great stuff. Got off to a great start this year.
Lifted very high to left. Siri hanging in there with the sun. Some of the images today that we're talking about with Jeff Kent, the crowd, and
family and friends,
obviously taking a deep breath like he used to do when he stepped into the batter's box. Dusty was there with Woody and some of his old teammates.
First player, he inherited Griffey. You know, this was his guy. He traded for, wanted.
Here's Casey Schmidt. So Schmidt lines it to right. 2 outs.
Well, you say, how did he get in the big leagues and how did he get to the Hall of Fame? Well, here, 17 seasons, 6 with the Giants. He was the MVP with the Giants in 2000. And 5 All-Star games, 3 while wearing a Giants uniform, and hit 350 home runs as a second baseman. That's the most in Major League history. And that's pretty good for a 20th round pick in 1989 by the Blue Jays. Out of Cal.
He was on with us maybe 8 years ago. He was in town. We had him on maybe longer than that, because he mentioned coaching his son's Little League team. And that's the time he was on where we asked him, what do you tell him? And he told him a lot of things, but one thing that I tell him, and I look him right in the eye and I say, listen, you hitters, the money lies in the RBIs. And we all just thought that was the greatest thing we've ever heard. Just giving it to 9- and 10-year-olds. And guess what he said today during his speech?
The money lies with the RBIs. I think he's got a tattoo somewhere on his body that says that. But he was as tough a competitor as we ever saw.
Gilbert hit a ball to the wall that was caught in the second. We saw Dana, his wife, there, and his kids. Boy, his kids have grown up fast, haven't they?
Yeah, they really have. It happens.
2-2. Hunter thought about it, I think. He started to move a little bit. It's a full count. Got him to end the inning.
Want the fastest working GLP-1? For half the price?
Roe now offers FDA-approved weight loss injections cheaper, so you can see weight loss results faster. Lose 20% of your weight with the formula from Eli Lilly that hits not one, but 2 hormones to work harder. Weight loss faster, confidence higher, price cheaper. See if you qualify at roe.co/TV.
You read every label at the grocery store, but have you read your dog's food label? Sundays for Dogs gently air dries meat and superfoods to preserve nutrients and flavor. It's healthy, complete nutrition with no artificial preservatives, fillers, or synthetics. Plus, there's no refrigeration or thawing required. Just scoop and serve. See the difference real food makes in your dog's life. Get 30% off your first box today.
As a parent, your plate is usually full long before dinner time rolls around. That's why Home Chef's family menu is making it easier than ever to sit down and eat together. Delicious 4-serving meals packed with family-friendly flavors are just a delivery away. Our fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and simple recipe steps save you time and money while making it easy to sit down for a family meal everyone will love. Home Chef's family menu, solving family dinner, one meal at a time. Get 18 free meals at homechef.com.
A simple truth that I live by for my whole career: the money lies in the RBIs.
And he knocked in a lot of runs in his career. I mean, did a little research, and he did mention Barry Bonds in his speech. Here, by the way, it's 4-0 with Zach Neto at the plate. And throughout their careers, Bonds either hit third and Kent fourth, or the other way around. But Kent hit a lot with Bonds on base. He knocked him in really his full season's worth. He knocked Bonds in 110 times.
Wow. In 6 years.
That's down low, 1-2. And also, I mean, look, Jeff Kent benefited from the fact that they walked Bonds a lot to get to Kent. And this is a little dribbler out in front of home plate. And more so than not, Kent made teams pay. So here's Trout. Down at the knees for a strike. Trout's 2 for 2.
You know, we're talking about grips on fastballs. Really 2 different pitches with a 2-seam and 4-seam fastballs. The movement, velocity. And a changeup really is just a fastball with a grip that doesn't allow you to put the power side of your hand between your forefinger and your middle finger. And that's the strong side of your hand. You throw the changeup on the other side of your hand. And you can change grips. Jason Schmidt, when we saw him as a Giant, and he had one of the best changeups in all of baseball. And there were nights when he would go out and he would have a pitch count run up because guys would foul his changeup off, and he would just simply change the grip on the changeup like he would on a fastball. 2-seam to a 4-seam, and it would change the speed of the changeup, and he'd get swing and miss again.
Trout out in front pops this one up, and this one's a tough one, and it's going to fall. And to throw to second, and they got him. Nice recovery on a pop-up. You could tell it was going to be tough.
Well, it's not often you ever talk about a guy, you know, we're a hustle hurts him. And that's exactly what happened with Trout. Once he saw that thing bounce, I mean, he was going, thinking double all the way. And only a nice play from Arise to get a good relay over to Adames to get the tag. I mean, allows them to make the play. But it's good play all around.
Here's Grissom. And that's a quick out to end the inning. It remains 4-0.
Adding throwing creatine has definitely helped me with how I perform on the court. I feel like I have a lot of endurance throughout the 82-game season, and I'm making those split-second decisions with a clear mind and a clear vision. It seems like the game slows down with Thorne.
Guys, stop what you're doing and head over to Fabletics, because right now everything is 80% off, including shirts, tees, polos, and shorts, pants, joggers. Perfect for the gym, office, or golf. Get 80% off everything right now when you sign up as a new VIP, only at Fabletics.com.
Broken! Ever since I started wearing hands-free Glide Step Skechers Sleep-ins, my other shoes are useless. With Skechers Sleep-ins, I just step in and they're on. Try Skechers Sleep-ins.
Greenlight's been amazing, encouraging the kids to do their chores and save. We started using Greenlight to get chores done, but it has led to so much more.
Hey Noah, what are you doing? I'm researching the stock market. What's a stock market?
Hey, I'm at the game. And we should always use Game Time for tickets. They're dropping cool features like zone deals and price drop alerts so we can go to more games and shows. Finally, a ticketing app that actually gives a Download the app today.
Enhanced game nights with MLB Plus. Watch live out-of-market games on MLB Network. Hear home and away radio broadcasts of every game, plus access to MLB Big Inning and more. It's all here on MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year.
Well, head out to Oracle Park for Girls' Day on Sunday, August 9th. Giants and Tigers, the first 20,000 fans, they're going to receive a stylish corduroy hat presented by Ghirardelli. So get your tickets at sfgiants.com/promotions. It's 4-0 in favor of the Angels. And here's Willie Adames. And Adames skies one right in the middle of the diamond. And guess what? It's going to fall.
I'll tell you what. Willie Adames busted his butt out of the box anticipating that this might happen. He knows how tough that pop-up is today with the sun and the wind. And he had like 1/2 second of hesitation and then watch him take off. And he was thinking, I got a chance. And boy, did he take advantage of that. That's great hustle.
And he's going to be rewarded with a double. Wow. Trout gets a hit on a pop-up. Now Adames, and here's Cavanaugh.
Listen, when you're leading off and you're down 4-0 and you do that, that'll light up a bench. Because everybody on that Giants bench saw it. We're not just talking the coaching staff. Every player saw it as well. That's a veteran hustling hard and paying it off for him.
Cavanaugh's got a base hit and also now a called strike on him. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. He's trying to make a dent.
That's one thing I like about Cavanaugh, watching him as a young hitter. I mean, he works a count. He'll take pitches. And against a guy you don't have a lot of history with, who's got stuff like Soriano, that's not easy to do.
The 3-1. And the walk.
Nice at bat. 2 good at bats for Cavanaugh against Soriano today. A walk and a knock.
So here's McCray, who had a sacrifice bunt in his first at bat, which came in the third. Shows bunt.
Did you think there was a bigger opening when you had first and second for to go down the third baseline as a bunter?
Yeah, I always thought if you tried to bunt it to first and it wasn't perfect, the first baseman had an easy throw to third. ABS powered by T-Mobile. Gray thinks that this is a ball.
The pitch is confirmed. The Giants have 1 strike.
So where does that put McCray? 1 ball and 1 strike. Two and 1. I mean, the play you're talking about, Mike, if the first baseman's going to try to get to third baseman's got to get back. And sometimes that's a hard play.
Well, I think it forces him to play a little deeper, too, because he does have the coverage.
I mean, explaining what McCray's trying to do, he wants to pick up a base hit, but if he can't do that, then at least move those runners to second and third.
Make your at-bat productive.
Pretty good pitch to hit and foul this one off of Hoppy. Yeah, and McCray goes around. Strikeout number 5. The fastball that he missed at 92 miles an hour, that's the one you put in play.
That's the one he's going to think about when he hits the pillow tonight.
Here's the rise. The rise is 1 for 2.
I mean, he's thinking bunt too. Angels are playing back, and Kuzma, the third baseman, he's not really defending against the bunt. With a rise, when he bunts, it's usually down that third baseline.
Two balls, no strikes. And a strike.
I mean, the X factor is always if you have a pitcher that can make that play. And Soriano is not a guy that really has a big fall towards the first baseline like a lot of right-handers who throw hard do.
Slowly hit. There's one, and it gets away. Adames is going to score, and it gets away again.
Looked like a snowball fight there for a second.
Somewhere Little League coaches are going, stop.
See? Big leaguers do it too, fellas.
You're going to have 12 kids look at me at practice and go, what, coach?
Forget it. Just remember, the money lies in the RBIs.
Here's Ramos with 2 outs.
Here's where it starts to look like a snowball fight.
Up the middle. On the back end is Grissom. And that'll do it. Giants, hey, they're on the board.
At most Warby Parker stores, you'll find a magical hidden door that leads to something rather amazing. An eye exam, often overlooked beyond the rows of gleaming glasses. This humble yet incredibly important room houses some of the most advanced eye exam equipment around. Look at that digital retinal imaging. And behind every great exam is an expert-friendly eye doctor who will check your eyes and provide you a prescription. Also quite magical. Book your appointment today.
With Kalshi, you can trade on anything.
Man, tell them something they don't know. Like I'm from Greece.
Looking good, Yaddy-O!
Before I was born late one night, but Papa said everything's alright.
Hello, campeón.
Enhanced game nights with MLB Plus. Watch live out-of-market games on MLB Network. Hear home and away radio broadcasts of every game, plus access to MLB Big Inning and more. It's all here on MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year.
The Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, and on Saturday, August 29th, Gil will be joined by Forever Giant at Oracle Park to retire as number 21 before the 7:05 game. First 21,000 fans will receive a Hall of Fame replica ring presented by Farmers Insurance. They're very cool. They're the very same ring that they give Ford Frick losers. Go to sfgiants.com/Hall of Fame.
So it's time for a change. Switch to Comcast Business for all-in connection and protection your small business can rely on. It's Adrian Hauser against Soler, and that is a ball down low. And a chopper to third. And a good strong arm. Schmidt with the play.
That's how you like to come in as a pitcher out of the pen. Adrian Hauser's got a good sinker, and when he's right, he gets a lot of ground balls.
Here's Soler. Or check that. Here's Shonowell. Don't ever trust the scoreboard.
Well, it says Soler on the center field scoreboard, so I'm thinking, I didn't know he was a switch hitter.
You know, I want to make it clear. We have a very good scoreboard.
Yeah, they don't make many mistakes.
It's just not very good right there at that particular moment.
Just a bad moment.
And a shot. And it's caught. We got the atom ball working here.
Well, to all the men and women that put the defensive scheme today, Adrian Hauser, thanks you.
Here's Adele. He homered. And he takes the pitch in tight.
A nice sinker at 96. You can't throw a better location than that.
Two balls and a strike. pitch 2-2.
Hauser's got two types of fastball, curveball, slider, changeup.
I mean, that last pitch, Mike, was easy 97.
And that's four-seamer. I mean, he's got good velocity. I mean, I tell you what, he fell out of the rotation. He's definitely made contribution out of the pen. And he's worked his tail off. And he's been good.
Got him. Hauser with a nice inning. Giants are coming up.
That was filthy.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Flow mayor is where all those rhythms meet. Porque el flow no es de un solo jugador, es de un corillo entero que prende estadio. De San Diego a Santo Domingo y cada parada en el camino. Cuando estamos activos, la liga sube de nivel. Esto es Flow Mayor.
Did he do it? Oh my goodness, what a play!
An absolute beast unleashed.
You are unbelievable.
Racking them up, all I do is win. Spot that hashtag like a boss, yeah, that's how I roll. Keep on nailing it, never miss it, back, enjoy the show.
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch, late nights and early mornings on MLB Network. Enhance game nights with MLB Plus. Watch live out-of-market games on MLB Network. Hear home and away radio broadcasts of every game, plus access to MLB Big Inning and more. It's all here on MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year.
Is brought to you by Cache Creek Casino Resort. The Brewers are in for 3 games, and that'll start tomorrow night. And then after Wednesday's game, the Giants hit the road to San Diego, where they will play 4 games in San Diego and then head to Texas against the Rangers for 3. Mike and I will be doing the 4 San Diego games with our split cast. Time for a change. Switch to Comcast Business for all in connection and protection your small business can rely on. It's Sammy Natera.
18th appearance on the year for Natera. 1-0 with a 2.33 ERA. 29 strikeouts in 19 innings. It tells you he's got great stuff, and he does. Mid to high 90s fastball, slider, changeup, but primarily a 2-pitch guy. He only throws a changeup 1% of the time. But a lot of fastballs, over 70%, and then the slider is 2 big weapons.
A healthy grip. Three and one. Base runner would be good. Take it with a walk. That's even better. And the walk it is. Well, bench your mobile provider for better coverage and bigger savings with Xfinity Mobile and get Wi-Fi plus 5G, and it won't strike out. Xfinity, imagine that.
That's the 5th time today out of 6 innings the Giants have been able to get the leadoff hitter on against the Angels.
Devers takes a strike. Devers is 0 for 1. Devers, it's a high towering fly ball. And it'll be caught by Trout. Devers didn't think that he hit it out. He just was disappointed that he didn't square it up a little bit more. Here's Schmidt. Schmidt with a good swing, and he fouls it straight back.
And he's thinking he just missed it, and that's a fact. He went up there in that batter's box, and he's thinking about one thing, and he got it, and just missed it.
Another good swing. It's 0-2.
Play to pull in the infield, slight play to pull in the outfield and center. Pretty straight away and left to right to defend against Casey Schmidt.
Got him.
Let's take a look at the strikeout pitch. Talk about changeup. He didn't throw many, 1% of them, but he will throw them to righties.
So Rodriguez will hit instead of Gilbert. Gilbert was going to come into this at bat 0 for 2. And a quick toss to first, and back is Eldridge. Here's the pitch, and Rodriguez with a swing and a miss.
And it got his attention. Because Natera threw a fastball right by him. And that'll change your style. Did it again.
He did. Yep.
And that'll make you talk to yourself. Call a timeout.
Oh, and 2. One and 2. I mean, after the 2 swing and misses on the fastballs, you got to figure. I may not see it on the next pitch, but I'm probably going to see it again.
Well, you're right. I mean, the pitcher, he throws 2 fastballs by. He flat out thinks he can do it again. He might throw a back foot slider here to cleanse the palate. No, 4 pitches, 4 fastballs, and those are pretty good takes from Rodriguez. He's got the reputation of being aggressive, and he will go out of the strike zone.
Well, he gets it to 3 and 2. Your base runner at first is Eldridge. He'll go. And it's foul back. Well, he finally caught up to him and fouled it back. 3-2. And another pop-up. And it's out of play.
So Elder's getting his sprints in. And he'll be running again. Nobody holding on Eldridge, so he should get an enormous jump, which means if you find a gap with the ball, he can score from first.
Three and two. Giants trail by 3. Putting up a good fight, that's for sure.
Well, he's making some friends too. He's throwing souvenirs up in the stands, one after another. Eight pitches, 8 hard pitches, 1 splitter, 7 fastballs, and he's hanging in.
And another foul.
And he's in the swing mode.
And another 3-2. Maybe playable for Shanoel, and it will be, and that'll end the inning. It's the 7th inning coming up.
Step up to the plate with MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhance game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game. Plus live minor league action and even Game Day 3D. The ultimate second screen experience on MLB Plus. Now available on the MLB app.
Keep cool out there, folks. It's going to be a hot one.
We the people love summer baseball. The food is over the top. The cheers come from the chest. We came with friends, but we met new ones. We have seats, but we're standing. They say it's anyone's game. But from what we can see, it's everyone's. Baseball for the people.
Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Saturdays on MLB Network and wherever you get your podcasts.
Let's check out our game summary brought to you by Toyota. Well, we saw a really good young right-hander, Jose Soriano. He did give up an unearned run to the Giants in the 5th inning. Some home runs hurt Carson Whisenhunt in the 4th. So Soler got him, and so did Joe Adele, as this is lined into center field for a base hit by Denzer Guzman. It's a 4-1 lead for the Angels. McRae is in center, Rodriguez is in right. And here's Siri. So Hauser's 2nd inning of work. And there's the show of a bunt. And Siri pulled the bat back.
That's kind of a surprise, given that he's got some power. McRae in center.
There's the bunt, and it kicks foul right to the right of Kavanaugh. It's 1 ball and 1 strike.
McRae moves to center end. Rodriguez goes to right field. That's the defensive change.
One ball and 1 strike. Two and one.
The guy shows a second time in at bat. I mean, it's usually a sign that's coming from the manager. A lot of guys in the first pitch, they'll bunt on their own, but if they bunt a second time, it usually means that's a given signal.
Chop to third, and it's foul. That's Kurt Suzuki.
He's a great catcher.
Boy, he caught a long time, and he was good.
Product out of Cal State Fullerton. And now he's the manager of the Angels, which is about 10 minutes away from Cal State Fullerton. Angel Stadium.
Just another catcher that gets a manager's job.
Yeah, you know, you've seen that a lot over the baseball history. It really makes too much sense. Because that's what you do as a catcher. I mean, you run a game and you're in charge of it.
Runner goes. Throw down to second. It's going to skip into center field. Guzman will get up. Be an error on Kavanaugh.
I think that Arise may have got stepped on or kicked on his hand. Dave Gresham going to come out. Rice tried to send him back, say I'm okay, but he did feel that one.
Well, it's his glove hand. Yeah, so what he looked like to me, Mike, is he got whacked on the thumb.
Yeah, he did. Elbow on, caught him right on the thumb. Glove hand.
I mean, wearing the glove, you're going to have a little protection, but not going to keep it from bending it.
So, I mean, the throw into center field allows the Angels to get another 90 feet out of it, and that changes the defense in the infield.
Three and two to Jose Siri. Hauser knocks it down and recovers, and then throws to Jeremy Affeldt to first. I guess if you're a Giants fan, you know what that means.
Yeah, you do. But Affeldt had a problem throwing to first base when there was a comebacker, so this is how he rectified it. He would run over to first base and underhand it, but it's rare that you see a guy completely underhanded from almost where the mound is.
In tight to Ohapi.
And that's a called strike from the first baseman, or the first base umpire, Nick Lentz. On you, Nick.
And to go Nick, here's the 0-1. And it's now 0-2.
Well, that's big sink at 96, and I mean perfectly at the bottom of the strike zone, and then let the movement fall below it.
Out of play.
So he changes the grip and tries to go four seam on the outside corner. And Ohapi did well just to foul that one off.
Got him.
And comes back with another sinker at 96. That's just great use of the fastball. And Hauser getting that strikeout in a pure strikeout situation.
Boy, that was needed at that point. And here's Neto. arise with the play, and Hauser pitches through it. All right, Giants are coming up.
Enhanced game nights with MLB Plus. Watch live out-of-market games on MLB Network. Hear home and away radio broadcasts of every game, plus access to MLB Big Inning and more. It's all here on MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks.
There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight.
The bats have come alive.
A showstopper!
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit them.
These teams are entertaining, are they not?
The show continues. Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Do you dream of seeing all 30 ballparks?
Really a special place. People are excited for the game.
We've got you. For the first time, MLB and T-Mobile offer you a chance to win trips to all 30 stadiums. Yes, all 30.
What a treat.
The views.
This is so much fun.
The food.
It's a fiesta here at the ballpark.
The vibe.
The energy is incredible.
The adventure of a lifetime with experiences you simply need to see to believe. Begin your journey to 30. Enter now.
It's 4-1, and before the game, Tessa Kruko sang the national anthem.
O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Tessa
And not just her dad is applauding, but we're all applauding.
Yeah, that was a good moment. She made us all proud, and just a special day in our family when she goes out there, and she's done it just about every year, and today knocked it out of the park. Nice going, Tess.
And we looked, and when Tessa sings the national anthem, the Giants are 9-0.
Yeah. See, that's a good thing.
It's time for a change. Switch to Comcast Business for all in connection and protection your small business can rely on. It's Chase Silseth.
Take a look at the numbers for Silseth. 46th time he's come into a ball game, 3-2 with a 2.87 ERA. More strikeouts than innings pitched. You're going to see a good, healthy fastball, mid to high 90s. Sweeper and slider, or splitter rather. And he can run it up there.
Adames has scored the only run for the Giants. He reached on a pop-up that Neto at short had trouble with the wind and the sun, and Adames ended up with a double. Right now he's behind in the count 0-2. And he rolls that one foul. Got him. Chase a high fastball at 97. 1 out. Here's Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh fouls it back.
He's had good at bats today.
Kavanaugh 0-1. And it's down low. Foul back. It's 1-2. Hey, flips it into the left for a base hit.
He kind of muscled that into left field. Silseth changing sight lines, and he throws this up there across the letters, and he still fights it off. Doesn't get great wood on it, but he's got strong hands, and it pays off here. So a 2-for-2 day with a walk. That's a nice day for the rookie. But more importantly, he brings life into the dugout with that swing.
Here's McRae. McRae shoots one into right. And that'll hang up for Adele. 2 outs. McRae is 0 for 2 with a sacrifice bunt, and that'll bring up a rise. So if you're a rise, try to get on, and then you got the tying run coming up.
Hey, Mays and Bonds are here. Every day you'll see those jerseys in this ballpark.
Two and 0.
Both names legendary in this franchise. Both numbers retired. Jeff Kent will have his number retired August 29th. And he'll be forever enshrined not only in Cooperstown, but here in this ballpark. No higher honor than getting your number retired. Pretty special when you're talking about an organization that's in its 145th year.
The 2-0 is driven to right. But again, Adele is there. And that'll end the inning. So we've played 7, and it remains 4-1. Angels.
Did he do it? Oh my goodness! What a play!
An absolute beast unleashed.
You are unbelievable.
Racking them up, all I do is win. Spot that hashtag like a boss. Yeah, that's how I roll. Keep on nailing it, never miss it. Back, enjoy the show.
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
From your favorite team,
The Phillies walked it off.
to the league's biggest stars,
Jaw-dropping stuff from Bobby Witt Jr.
Hey, I know that guy. Great player.
stay in the know all season long on Play Ball, only on MLB Network.
They ask me, Wit or Wit out? You with the crew?
You from the D?
Where'd you go to high school?
Your dad put you in brown and gold.
You see Skins go?
You get your Dodger dog?
You take the 7?
Siempre 305?
You see Big Dumper's 60th?
Do you see him put Vladdy in the jacket?
You here for 17 and 22?
Where were you in 16?
Where were you in 23? How about 40-70? You see Judge's 62?
Shohei's 50-50.
Think you can beat the freeze?
But they never ask who my team is. They don't have to. It's right here. Cut from the city. Visit MLBshop.com.
right, time now for our Ultimate Performer, brought to you by your Bay Area BMW Centers. Today on this date in Giants history, at Candlestick Park in 1998, Jeff Kent hit his first career walk-off home run. It came off of Stan Belinda in the bottom of the 10th inning. The Giants beat the Reds 2-1. And exactly 28 years later, Kent today was enshrined in Cooperstown.
So here's Trout facing Hauser.
I think that's the coolest word. I mean, every time we get to this time of the year where they're honoring the new inductees into the Cooperstown Hall of Fame, and baseball honors the best of the best, and then they say that they were enshrined. I mean, it's always left an impression on me. I just love that description.
And this is going to be a base hit. So Trout, by the way, today is 4 for 4.
Jeff Kent, 351 homers. That's the most home runs by a second baseman. And all 5 of those guys, very special second basemen in their own right. Sandberg and Morgan are already in the Hall of Fame. Utley, he will be there Sunday, and possibly Cano.
Utley for sure. So Trout with 4 hits. He's had a little bit of a magic Wandu day. Infield hit in the 3rd, and then a pop-up that wasn't caught in the 5th, and a little flare here in the 8th. Hey, that's all you had to having a good year. There's another pop-up. I'm letting this one drop. Why? You get a slow runner at first.
Well, the Brewers coming to San Francisco for a 3-gamer starting tomorrow. And the first pitch will go off at 6:45. They got 2 night games and then a Wednesday afternooner at 12:45. Go to sfgiants.com/tickets.
Here's Soler. Soler comes to the ballpark and lives to hit the ball out of the park. And today, he did. He hit a moonshot to center field. He grounds this one, and that's 6-4-3. And Hauser with another nice inning.
At most Warby Parker stores, you'll find a magical hidden door that leads to something rather amazing. An eye exam, often overlooked beyond the rows of gleaming glasses. This humble yet incredibly important room houses some of the most advanced eye exam equipment around. Look at that digital retinal imaging. And behind every great exam is an expert-friendly eye doctor who will check your eyes and provide you a prescription. Also quite magical. Book your appointment today.
The true West has no fences. There's an edge, but you gotta find it. Find comfort from the traditions that help define it, and the confidence from having the courage to defy it. But being brave isn't about being different. It's about being yourself. Now, we might not need more people in the West, but would it hurt to have a little more West in the people?
I never considered myself an alcoholic. but drinking affected my job, health, and relationships. A powerful medication helped me take back control. Now I no longer feel the urge to drink, and the same pill that helped me could help you. Text TV5 to 710-710 to learn more.
Guys, stop what you're doing and head over to Fabletics, because right now everything is 80% off, including shirts, tees, polos, and shorts, pants, joggers. Perfect for the gym, office, or golf. Get 80% off everything right now when you sign up as a new VIP, only at Fabletics.com.
Well, right after the game, hang around for Toyota. Giants postgame live. Kylan Mills, Sergio Romo. Highlights, interviews, and more right after the game. Ryan Zefferjohn is the new pitcher. And he's going to face the 2, 3, and 4 hitters in this Giants lineup. And they trail by 3. So they've got 6 more outs in this game to tie this game or even take the lead. So let's see what happens the rest of the way with Ramos, who's 0 for 2. He stands in and he takes a strike. Ramos has struck out, he's walked, and he's grounded out to second. You got 34,111 here on this Sunday afternoon, and there's a ground ball into right field, a base hit. So that's how the Giants came back in this game, with a leadoff single by Elliot Ramos. And here's Eldridge, who is looking for his first hit. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. The hit for the Giants, just their 5th. So here's Eldridge. And he takes a backdoor breaking ball for a strike. Devers on deck. Same spot. And Eldridge now finds himself behind in the count, 0-2. Got him. Put him to sleep with a couple of breaking balls and then the high fastball.
Just 98, going right across the letters. And at that velocity, I mean, you gotta cheat. And a lot of times you can't hold up and lay off a pitch out of the strike zone.
Devers takes wide. Devers' last at bat was a fly ball that he thought he should have hit it out. And the way he's been swinging the bat lately, he has hit it out a lot.
He's red hot. I mean, this homestand, he's been really good.
Flips one in for a strike. It's now 1-2. Got him.
Well, that's a nasty slider. That's a straight down bite. I mean, that's just a good breaking ball because it's effective both against righties and lefties. And you're seeing this thing start off at the knees and it just disappears.
Here's Schmidt. Schmidt, a couple of strikeouts. He did line out to right field. And this is a hard ground ball hit right to the first baseman, Shonowell, and that'll end the inning.
What is the dumbest thing you've ever wasted money on?
I was paying for 2 subscriptions over like 3 years.
That's like $1,400,000. How'd you figure that out?
I saw an app that shows you all the monthly subscriptions you have and how much you're paying.
So what'd you do then? Just like call and cancel, or?
I have a phobia of making calls, so absolutely I did not do that. The app, you can cancel the app.
What is the app called?
Rocket Money.
Greenlight's been amazing, encouraging the kids to do their chores and save. We started using Greenlight to get chores done, but it has led to so much more.
Hey Noah, what are you doing? I'm researching the stock market. What's a stock market?
Hey, I'm at the game. And we should always use Game Time for tickets. They're dropping cool features like zone deals and price drop alerts so we can go to more games and shows. Finally, a ticketing app that actually gives a Download the app today.
Cooking a dinner my whole family can enjoy is a piece of chaos. The requests these kids make are really something.
Dad, can I get some strawberries and ketchup?
Home Chef's new family menu has been a lifesaver. With Home Chef's easy 4-serving meals, we get dinner done quicker.
I have to finish my masterpiece.
Do I even want to know?
Home Chef's family menu. The parents who get it, get Home Chef. Get 18 free meals at homechef.com.
Angels a 4-1 lead. It has been like that since the 5th inning. Well, waits and a dribbler off his foot or his knee.
Someplace where it hurt.
Soler hit a home run off of Whisenhunt in the 4th, and then Chanel walked, and then Adele hit a home run. The walk probably hurt Whisenhunt just as much as the home run. 0-1.
That's a good miss. I mean, the sink that he has, the movement that he has, I mean, you want to miss down below the strike zone. That's where it's heaviest. And he's got a heavy sinker. Look out.
In the dirt?
That's one that you're not going to be too happy with. When he's in a groove, I mean, he's a strike thrower. He'll go both sides of the plate, wear out corners. And he gets it going, and every pitch he throws sets up the next pitch. And that pitch at the feet didn't set up anything.
Well, the powerful performance brought to you by Xfinity. Jeff Kent inducted today, the class of 26, winning as a Giant. 6 seasons Giants, which included 3 NL All-Star selections, and then that MVP in 2000. 62nd player elected to the Hall of Fame that wore a Giants uniform, and the 6th player to go in as, I mentioned, a San Francisco Giant. 1-0 to Joe Adele. Wraps this one. And in center field is McRae, who makes the play.
The parade today at Cooperstown. See Jeff Kent, his wife Dana, and their 4 children. What a day.
One ball and no strikes to Guzman. Guzman had a hit in the 7th.
You know, when Jeff Kent was here for those 6 years, you got to know him well. And, you know, he was all business. And pretty stoic. Didn't show a lot of emotion. But since he was notified that he's going to the Hall of Fame, we're seeing a different version of Jeff Kent we didn't know existed.
Snap throw.
And that's an emotional Jeff Kent. And, you know, every time he starts talking about this honor that has been bestowed upon him and his family, you know, he's having a hard time holding it together.
Strike to make it 3-1. Brett foul. It's 3-2.
Plus, they said today at Cooperstown for the ceremony, it's been traditional that all the living Hall of Famers come back on this special weekend in Cooperstown, and they sit on the stage behind the inductees as they make their speeches. And they had more living players than any other time in history show up today. And that stage was packed.
On the move was Soriano. Hauser flips this one down the right field line. Soriano is going to dig for third, and he'll make it.
And that's 180 feet of mistake right there. And that changes everything. Just past Devers, and with Soriano's speed, I mean, he never hesitated for an instant, and that changes the infield defense. And this becomes a strikeout at bat.
Giants pull the infield in, and this is pounded off of Guzman's foot. Well, we got a pretty good battle going on right now. Hauser's getting these Angel players, at least Guzman, to pound the ball into the dirt. On the ground, right at Schmidt. Schmidt does a good job of looking back. Soriano, 1 out or 2 down.
I mean, he had to hold that look at third base for a while, almost into 2 shuffles. I mean, if he gave him a quick look and then would have gone to first base, Soriano probably would have taken off. Well, watch how long he has to look him back. Job well done.
Here's Siri. Siri takes in tight. And a foul at home plate. It's 1 ball and 1 strike for the Giants. In the 9th inning, it'll be the bottom of the lineup. Rodriguez, Adames, and Cavanaugh, and then the Giants are hoping that they can get that lineup turned around to the big fellas. One ball and 1 strike. Up and in, 2-1. Three and one. Pitches now for Hauser. He's thrown 51.
Hauser slowing it down, taking his time.
3-2.
Boy, how good has that sinker been? Had a lot of swing throughs on a sinker. That just tells you it's a big sink and it's late. And that's a good combination.
Popped him up. This will be an adventure. Who's got it? Who's got it? McRae's got it. All right, Giants need 3 to tie, 4 to go home.
Okay, $1 million deal on the line. You got this. Recaps and sales meeting insights from all my team's calls? Otter AI, it's you who is man's best friend.
Otter, the AI meeting agent.
What if you could have shades like these for a fraction of big brand prices? With Shady Rays, you can. We're an independent company, so we do things differently. We offer high-quality polarized shades for a reasonable price. And we personally replace shades that get lost or broken. So far, we've racked up over 300,000 five-star reviews. I founded Shady Rays so that we can have sunglasses that stand up to whatever life throws at us. Order now and get 20% off site-wide at shadyrays.com.
We are launching a new pro baseball team called the Long Beach Coast. We are out in the community every day meeting with small businesses, and we're meeting our future fans. For the Long Beach Coast to succeed, we're going to have to take advantage of every hour. What I love about Gusto is that everything from HR, payroll, onboarding, all of it's just so turnkey. It allows me to focus on the most important thing, which is building a great team both on and off the field.
Enhance game nights with MLB Plus. Watch live out-of-market games on MLB Network. Hear home and away radio broadcasts of every game, plus access to MLB Big Inning and more. It's all here on MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year.
Bottom half of the ninth inning. New pitcher now for the Angels is going to be Bachman. Bachman his 38th appearance on the year, 1-2. He's got 1 save on the season, 45 strikeouts in 43 innings. He's a hard thrower, but he throws a lot of sliders. Over half the time you're going to see a slider. He's got a fastball that'll go 98 to 100. And he only throws that fastball about 33% of the time. So coming in trying to nail this down, it is a save opportunity for Bachman.
Peraza goes to second. And here's Jesus Rodriguez trying to get something going here in the ninth. Get these fans excited about something. Rodriguez. Pinch hit appearance popped out to first. He had a nice long at bat. Here's the 1-1. Not close. Up and in, 3-1.
Yeah, this gets interesting. I think Bachman can do. I mean, he can walk you. Averages almost 5 walks a game.
Three and 2.
with a 3-run lead, he just rears back and blows 99-mile-an-hour sink at you, which got the attention of Rodriguez. So he'll step out and have a word with himself. And this becomes a big pitch in this game. The one thing the Giants have done a good job of today is getting that leadoff hitter on.
Get it on. And they do it again.
And that's the 8th time today that the Giants have gotten the leadoff hitter on base. That's doing something. They just need to get him across the plate. They've only done it once.
Up high.
So this is Ohapi coming out, and he's taking a very slow walk. And this is a catcher just trying to control the rhythm of this inning. And I really like to see that. Things going a little bit fast for Bachman right now. And just by walking out at a slow pace, as a catcher, you can calm a pitcher down. That is a veteran move.
And kind of like Hunter Wendelstedt's walking out there.
Yeah, I mean, when we talk about Bachman, he only got 1 save in 3 opportunities this year. The 9th inning is a very easy inning for pitchers to quicken their pace because they want to find out how this story is going to read and how it's going to end. But Ohapi just very casually walked out there, and that's something that's a great tip for young catchers watching.
It's 2-0 to Adames, who we don't know if he's going to take a strike or not.
He does, and I think that was his intent. Just watching his lower body receive that pitch, and it looked to me like he was trying to hit it.
Adames is going to challenge.
It's close.
ABS powered by T-Mobile.
The pitch is confirmed to strike. The Giants are out of challenges the remainder of the contest.
I think it was definitely worth challenging.
Yeah. Three and 2. Tapped to third. 1. And that's all. So it's a good comeback by Bachman after falling behind. Now here's Cavanaugh, and what the Giants need is they need base runners. And Cavanaugh has been on base 3 times, 2 singles and a walk. Very high.
Mitch Ferris, the lefty, getting ready.
Two and 0. Three and 0.
Well, Bachman's digging holes. Well, Cavanaugh tried to, I think, challenge it with a tap to the head and realized that there are no more Giants challenges left. That's a shame.
Oh, my goodness.
Nick Lentz over at third base. Making the call. Did he go? Yep.
Maybe.
Nice at bat.
I think let's call working very hard for a walk.
And that's going to be it for Bachman.
Bachman, what he did is he went 3-0 on every hitter this inning. Yep, pointing to the bullpen. We'll let you know who's coming in when we come back.
From your favorite team,
The Phillies walked it off.
to the league's biggest stars.
Jaw-dropping stuff from Bobby Witt Jr.
Hey, I know that guy. Great player.
Stay in the know all season long on Play Ball, only on MLB Network.
Step up to the plate with MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhance game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game. Plus live minor league action and even Game Day 3D. The ultimate second screen experience on MLB Plus. Now available on the MLB app.
The journey. It starts here. On the fields where dreams begin. Every swing counts. Every step matters. Every moment inspires. The fundamentals today, the possibilities of tomorrow. Pitch, hit, and run. The journey starts here. Scan the QR code to sign up today.
Well, 4 runs, 7 hits for the Angels. 1 run on 5 hits for the Giants. They need a couple of hits here in the 9th inning to see if they can tie this game or maybe even take the lead.
So they
new pitcher.
Bring in Mitch Ferris. This is his first big league save opportunity. A 25-year-old rookie left-hander. 22nd appearance on the year. He is averaging a strikeout an inning. He's got a low 90s fastball, cutter, slider, and a changeup.
So Daniel Susak is going to pinch hit.
Now Ferris looking for his first big league save. Susak looking for his first big league homer.
And if those two should ever meet, the pitch, swinging a line drive right at Trout.
Well, he gave it a ride.
I like the idea. Let it fly, baby. So here's a rise, and he's going to look at a pitch down low. A rise, 1 hit in 4 at bats. Wraps this one to right, and it's off the bricks, and the Giants are off to the races. Hey, they're down by a run. And he almost popped it out of here.
And 2-hit Louis comes up with a big clutch knock, his second of the day. And for 1 second, we thought he had it. He puts a jolt into it. You're not getting a whole lot of wind help today in right field. And it probably cost him. As it is, I'll have to settle for a 2-run double.
Here's Ramos, and he takes a strike. Hey, I'm willing to hang around to play for a while.
You betcha. Whatever it takes.
Wide.
Or you could just have Ramos pop one out right now.
Yeah, you could do that too. On the ground, and it's foul, and it's a good thing. So Ramos will go back, and he'll get to see another pitch.
Mitch Ferris, as we mentioned, this is his first attempt at a big league save. And he is not exactly popping guys up.
High into the upper deck, down the right field line. Right near Mike Muldowney. We'll do it again. Now Ferris is working very quick. And another foul.
And he was on it. That was fouled straight back.
One and two.
Yeah, that was a good pitch. That was a hard take for Elliot Ramos. He was in the swing mode, and that was a pretty good teaser.
2-2.
And he can't challenge.
No challenge, and this game is over. Well, I guess there's your argument, is to try to keep a challenge until the very end.
Wow. Now, winds up being a disappointing loss for the Giants, but they do win the series.
So the Giants gave it a shot in the ninth. They fall a little short. And your final score is the Angels 4, the Giants 3. The Angels will go home. The Giants will welcome in the Milwaukee Brewers for a 4-game series starting tomorrow night. 4-3 is your final. Thanks for joining us. Stay tuned for Toyota Giants Postgame Live, and that starts right now.
Step up to the plate with MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out of...
The curse continues for the Giants this season. They cannot sweep a 3-game series. Today, they had the opportunity to do so against the worst team in baseball, the LA Angels, in the series finale. Instead, they fall just short with a 4-3 loss. A valiant effort, a rally in the ninth made it interesting, but ultimately, the Giants dropped the game 4-3, your final score. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Toyota Giants Post-Game Live. We're so happy to have you here hanging with the 3-time World Series champion, Sergio Romo. I'm Kylan Mills. For whatever reason, 105 games into the season, the Giants cannot sweep a 3-game series. It was a great rally, though, there in the ninth. I thought that maybe there was going to be some magic there at Oracle Park.
There was some life there at the end, and it's good to see that there's still some fight in there, regardless of who the opponent is, regardless of the standings and whatnot. They're still fighting. They didn't give up, and they had a shot there at the end. They fell short, maybe one challenge too short there, and yeah, so be it, I guess.
Good call. Elliot Ramos ends up striking out, looking, but that last pitch, very questionable as to whether it was in fact a strike or not, and the Giants were out of challenges. We're going to run that back and show you exactly what went down during that ninth-inning rally, because it started with Jesus Rodriguez, who was walked. So that was a positive. You get a runner on board. Willie Adames grounded out into a fielder's choice. Drew Cavanaugh walked. Daniel Susac lined out, and that led to Luis Ariz launching to right field that you just saw off the wall. 2 RBI double, and that made it a 4-3 ball game. Once again, really good piece of hitting here by Luis Ariz.
Well, they showed some life there, and the pitcher that started that inning, he definitely went in there and it was just wild and was just allowing them free passes over and over. Bachman there, and he just struggled to find control. And then when you get this type of situation right there where some questionable calls, and he was effectively wild in a sense, Bachman was, because he made the Giants use a challenge there at the end with Willie Adames on a close call, and there, as you see in that graphic, it might have cost him right then, having missed that challenge earlier.
Yep, so Elliot Ramos called for strike 3 on that last pitch you just witnessed. That was not, in fact, a strike, but the Giants were out of challenges. They used their second earlier in the inning when Willie Adames called for a challenge, which begs the question, what is the strategy in using those challenges? How late do you need to hold on to one in games where you have a situation like this, and unfortunately the game ends on a wrong call?
I mean, most of the time you would think going through a whole game and not using and still having those challenges available is almost like a wasted opportunity at some point during the game.
Right.
It is a tricky situation. I understand why Willie used his challenge there. It was a 3-0 count. He takes a pitch that was close inside to just nick the corner, inside corner there, 0.1 inches in the zone. So therefore it just barely in the zone. So it was a questionable call, and it could have really put bases loaded or put the situation to 2 runners on base. So it just, I don't know, it just fell short again, and it's just a tough situation because a lot of those challenges, you never really know when's a good time, but I'm glad that they're using them, maybe a little bit wiser sometimes.
Yeah, that's the thing. This is the first year of the ABS challenge system in Major League Baseball. Teams are still figuring out what is the strategy, because to me, holding on to a challenge, you still have one going into the 9th inning. It's not a bad spot to be in, but then you have to be really discerning about when in that 9th inning are you going to use it.
And that's really the case. And again, they fell short right there. Again, the situation, 3-0 count. It was a good situation for him to use that. And then, but it does put you in a tough spot, especially with Elio. He battled in that situation. They forced the Angels to make a pitching change. They bring in the lefty there, and the situation was set up right, lefty-righty matchup. You got Elliot Ramos, who hits lefties very, very well, and he battled a couple fastballs there, and it was a good eye. That ball, I mean, that's at least half a baseball out of the zone, maybe 2/3 of a baseball even so. And then it's a good eye by Elliot Ramos, but unable to challenge that. And then he just a sad, puppy dog face walk to the dugout because you're shocked and you're sad because you had a good eye, you made a good choice not to swing at that, but it was all for nothing.
Ramos also battled that count too, as you kind of pointed out. He fouled off 2 balls, did everything he could to stay alive. Ultimately, you make the right call, and watching that ball that ended up getting called a strike go by you. And that's what ends the game. It just has to be so frustrating for this Giants team that was trying to get over the hump and get their first 3-game sweep of the season.
I mean, being down, 4-1 at that point. Hauser with that outing that he was able to put out with 4 innings, keeping them in the ball game, not letting the score inflate and make it a crooked number up there, down by a whole lot. They still had some life, and again, it was really solid to see this lineup put some life in there, put some solid at-bats. Drew Kavanaugh as well, as rookie, who's been putting together some real solid at-bats as well, working a walk there in the 9th inning to give Elio Ramos an opportunity there, or even, to set up Arias to be able to come up there. So it's just a lot of these situations in this game today, they fell short. I mean, kudos to the Angels for being able to capitalize on some pitching location mistakes earlier in the ball game. But other than that, I mean, they fell short again. I don't know what to say to that.
I know.
It just kind of keeps happening. Had an opportunity to go through, win your first 3-game sweep of the season, and now what are they, 0-5, and these are 0-6 in these opportunities to do so. So it's just frustrating. Go again tomorrow, I guess.
You led right into our daily jackpot, brought to you by River Rock Casino, because we're going to show you the number that Sergio just mentioned. This ball club, with the opportunity to sweep a 3-game series, is 0-5. They're the only team left in Major League Baseball that has not swept a 3-game or more series. And also, with this loss, that's now the most games without a series sweep, 3 games or more, in franchise history since 1956. 105 games in. The Giants also have not been able to win 4 in a row, which has been a point of contention, as the team has been like 0-5 or 6 when they win 3 games in a row, not series sweeps, of course, facing different teams. Like, how do you explain that? Like, I guess I'm at a loss for words. It's like why this team just seems to run into a buzzsaw in those situations.
I just kind of feel like the ball is just not bouncing in their way. And today, it's a getaway day for the Angels there. You're going to come into a tough, knowing that you got a tough team coming in with the Brewers coming in the series after the Angels. And you couldn't get the situational hitting today. I mean, they were 0 for 6, I believe, before Araya's double there in the 9th inning with runners in scoring position. And they had 6 of the 9 leadoff hitters of the 9 innings get on base, and they're just unable to put things together. They did have that one run earlier in the ball game where they were able to get the first 2 guys on base, started off by a leadoff double. So, unable to get the big hit when it mattered, but limited opportunities. And when they got those opportunities, they all fell short.
The Giants finished the day 1 for 8 with runners in scoring position, to your point about not being able to capitalize when they did get a little bit of traffic on the base paths. Let's talk about the starter today, because we have not seen a ton of Carson Whisenhunt, the southpaw, this season. This was just his 3rd start in the bigs. Mostly had been playing in AAA, got the call-up, will likely stay with the big league Giants through the remainder of the season. Goes 5 innings, gives up 4 hits, 4 earned runs, unfortunately, 2 walks and 7 punch-outs. What'd you see from the young arm today?
Well, those 7 strikeouts that he had today, a lot of them came on the changeup. And I think he made a statement early on with the first hit of the game with Zach Neto. First 3 pitches of this game were changeups. He went right straight to his bread and butter, and he kept going to the well. And I do feel that ended up haunting him a little bit as the Angels, the 2nd and 3rd times through the lineup, they definitely adjusted and were sitting more of the changeup. He was utilized. He didn't really show the slider a whole lot. He was pretty much just 2 pitches, or in a sense, a 1-pitch pony today, more so because the changeup was just going to the well, going to the well, going to the well. And I don't fault him for that, because he was generating swings and misses at an extremely high clip. And I mean, there's some stats out there through the stat class area. That's high up there for a Giant starter, if not the most swings that any Giant starter has gotten with the changeup in a start. So I believe we're going to go through that. And he just kind of kept going to that. But the mistakes that he made with it were the ones that he did throw over the plate, and he did get clipped with those 2 home runs. The first pitch, he got ambushed with the first pitch fastball of the inning against Jorge Soler there in the 4th inning. But the at-bat against Joe Adell, he had faced him. That was the 2nd time he had faced him, and in those 2 at-bats, he had already thrown him 3 and 4 changeups. And the swing and miss of the changeup, the first pitch, to put him 0-1, and then he just missed too much over the plate with people sitting it now. You can't miss location-wise, and it ended up hurting him today. But outside of that, he was really just pounding the strike zone, no free passes. He just went out there and just pitched to his best ability today, and kudos for the Angels for making the adjustment.
The changeup considered a plus pitch for Whisenhunt, as you just saw some of the whiff rate. 2nd best among Major League Baseball in the StatCast era, which started in 2015. On the, I don't want to say negative side, but maybe room for improvement side, going back to that 4th inning, Carson Whisenhunt gives up a home run, then walks the next batter. And I think it was a 5-pitch walk, if I'm not mistaken. As a young player, how do you mentally lock in and respond after making a mistake like that? Like, what is the learning process like for someone like Carson Whisenhunt in that situation?
Well, you're supposed to, we're taught and we're told that we're supposed to just have short-term memory. You live in the moment, and the moment that you're trying to win is that very next one. So that next pitch, every pitch that you throw is a moment to win. So you go out there and you just focus on that. The next opportunity to go show who you are in that next moment against that, whoever the next hitter is, you got to get right back on the pony. That doesn't affect you. You got to show that it doesn't affect you. You got to show that you can just wipe that away and still be yourself and still go out there and compete and not let it snowball. He was unable to do that right away with the next hitter, and then with the next 2 hitters, because he ended up giving up a 2-run home run after that. He did kind of lock in there for a second afterwards on that. He did retire 4 straight hitters after that. So, but he was going out there. He was able to adjust to a certain extent, but it was a little too late. He didn't fall behind too many hitters. He did issue a couple walks, but the free passes didn't necessarily hurt him outside of the second one, mainly for the fact that he ended up scoring with a home run on the next one. But it was a cricket inning again. It was just 1 inning again that really was the difference.
A lot of positives for Whisenhunt today, but ultimately a learning curve maybe in that 4th inning. How do you respond after giving up a home run? Don't allow it to snowball into a walk and then a 2-run shot that ended up being the difference in this game. We do have another arm we need to talk about who had an outstanding performance in this game, and that is Adrian Hauser coming out of the bullpen. And when you look at his numbers since making that move from the starting rotation into the bullpen, he's been outstanding. Tossed 4 clean innings today. 4 for you, Glenn Coco. You go, Glenn Coco.
Hey, man, he went out there and was.
Do you know that? Do you know that quote reference? I saw the blank stare in your eyes. Mean Girls. You have sons, but I need you to brush up on your Mean Girls. Okay, but tell me more about Adrian Hauser.
For me over here. But he came out with just hunting the strike zone with the fastball, forcing fastball. And the really interesting part and cool part to see was that he wasn't necessarily utilizing many pitches outside of the fastball and the sinker. It's the same speed, same velocities, but different movements. The forcing fastball with a little bit of little straighter, a little bit more ride and carry with it. And then you saw the sinker, which he had tremendous amount of sink and run today. He was generating swings and misses, and although he did give up a hit, or 2 hits, but one of them on that sinker where they were able to get inside of it, Guzman, I believe it was, he came back and faced him there in the last inning again and got him out with the same pitches. He had tremendous amount of movement today. He didn't have to go to the slider a whole lot, didn't have to go to the change, didn't really have to do much, but outside of the four-seam fastball and the sinker, and it's impressive because he was going inside, he was going outside, top of the zone. It's just impressive to watch because he didn't really have to do much but just attack. And here you go, I got the four-seam fastball and the sinker really working today. Here you go, good luck. And I mean, he won all those battles. It was impressive 4 innings because he kept the team in the game as well. I mean, that's something that you need from those pitchers, especially when you fall down. He saved the bullpen, but he kept the team in the game. He kept them alive and not too far of a deficit that to climb out of. So, I mean, just solid performance by Hauser. I mean, if he was petitioning for other teams or other teams are watching, he just showed that even though he's been moved to the bullpen, you can still stretch him out because that's 4 innings out of the pen. It's not easy to do.
Hauser's numbers have been off the charts since moving to the bullpen. That 2.14 ERA in 6 appearances compared to a 5.73 ERA as a starter. But if he doesn't get moved, he'll likely be back in the rotation, or at least there is a chance, depending on who gets moved from the Giants. For example, Robbie Ray is a name that many people assume will be moving on via a trade. What does Adrian Hauser have to prove? How does he build upon this performance should he get moved back into the starting rotation?
I mean, I think he just continues to do what he's been doing. He's pitching. He's attacking the zone. He's pitching like he has something to prove. And there's a little bit of fire behind each and every pitch. And there's some extra passion in there. You saw him throw up a couple fist bumps there and a little bit more animated on the mound as well today. And you could tell that he's digging in the barrel, like he's digging deep, and it just means something to him. So I don't feel that he needs to change anything. If he does get that opportunity to get back into the rotation, if it be because of the trades or team need or whatnot. Injury, but you look at what he's done, he's just really opened the eyes of not just the Giants, but the whole league in general. Because if you are looking for starting pitching help, there are plenty of teams, he might be cheaper than some other ones. And the way he's been throwing, I mean, it's hard to not pay attention to and give him his kudos for what he's done lately.
Really nice relief appearance today for Adrian Hauser. But sadly, the Giants fall short in a 4-3 loss. Let's go back to Oracle Park to hear from manager Tony Vitello, brought to you by Comcast Business.
Hi, Tony. What were your impressions of Whisenhunt today?
I thought he was pretty good, not at his best. Unfortunately, the pass ball played a big role in that inning. Almost turned a spectacular double play, just a little short. In a perfect world, you got runner at third instead of touching home plate there. And then in the 4th inning, probably the walk is what cost us. You only got one lefty in the lineup. You got some big dudes over there. So if you're willing to attack, you're probably going to pay the price at some point, but you'd rather they be solos as opposed to accumulating into a 3-run inning. But overall, it was good to see him back. Really looked sharp at the start of things, and as far as some of the pitches he threw to the first couple hitters. But, overall, a solid outing.
With McDonald not being out, do you see Whisenhunt? Is he in the rotation?
Yeah, I think that's most likely that, he'll get more opportunities, and a little bit of that, help the decision of going to the pen a little quicker.
The Giants fall to the Angels 4-3 in the series finale. With the loss, they snap a 4-game win streak at Oracle Park. Coming up, it was a special day for one iconic Giant in Cooperstown. You're looking at him right here. We discuss Jeff Kent being inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. Toyota Giants Postgame Live is presented by Toyota.
Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Saturdays on MLB Network and wherever you get your podcasts. Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Let's go! Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhanced game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game, blackout-free. Even stream minor league games and more. It's all here and it's all new. Get MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus.
It's basically, you like do this. Stealing is when like somebody has the ball and they're going to tag the other person and somebody else takes it out of the glove. If you want to just catch the ball.
So everyone can get the style they want. Gear up for their best year yet. Join Scorecard Plus.
Toyota Giants Postgame Live is brought to you in part by Mancini Sleep World. Save up to 40% on top brands at the Mancini Sleep World clearance sale. Welcome back. It is time for the Mancini Sleep World Highlight Zone. Today, Giants great Jeff Kent was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame alongside Carlos Beltran and Andrew Jones. Kent spent 7 seasons in the Orange and Black, winning the 2000 National League MVP award. He was named an All-Star 5 times in his career and hit more home runs than any other second baseman in the history of the sport. Kent was elected to the Hall of Fame by the Contemporary Baseball Era Committee on December 7th. The Giants will retire his number 21 jersey on August 29th. Here's part of his speech today in Cooperstown.
San Francisco is home. San Francisco is where every lesson I'd learned finally came together. Brian Sabian, general manager there, deserves a lot of credit for trading for me and bringing in a whole new core of players like JT Snow, Jose Vizcaino, Kurt Reeder, and Bill Miller was another one, our third baseman. He mixed us in with Barry Bonds, one of the most talented players this game has ever seen, and we were destined for success. What was great about Dusty is he'd reach you on your level, though. He'd reach you on your level and elevate your thinking and your drive. That was what was special. And I flourished in that environment and under his leadership. And I'm forever grateful for that, Dusty. Thank you. And I can't talk about San Francisco without talking about the fans. I see some orange and black out there. It's a long way for you guys to come, but I see some of you out there. And thank you for coming. It was an honor to play for you. You guys were sellout crowds every game, every year. Once we moved to that downtown beautiful stadium, it was a pleasure to play there.
What's Up, presented by Service Champions, is looking at Jeff Kent's long list of career accomplishments as a Giant. He was the 2000 National League MVP, was named an All-Star 3 times and Silver Slugger 3 times. He hit 175 home runs, which is the most for a second baseman in franchise history. Kent also hit more than 1,000 or 100-plus RBIs in each of his 6 seasons with San Francisco. He was a 5-time All-Star overall in his career. Again, National League MVP, just more than deserving of this honor, which finally took place. He did not get voted in by the writers, as is traditional over the course of the 10 years he was eligible, but the Contemporary Baseball Era Committee gets it right. What stands out to you about the incredible career that Jeff Kent had?
175 home runs in 6 seasons with one team as a second baseman. That makes me wonder, where does just the 175 rank in the all-time home runs as just primary second basemen? He was just ultra competitive. This is a guy extremely fierce. I had an opportunity not to play on the same team as him, but to play against him. And I tell you, facing him, he would just stare right through you. And he seemed like he was more calm than you were, which is not necessarily a comfortable feeling or sentiment to have on the mound, especially in the situations facing him late in the game. I tell you what, orange and black just added another one to the Hall of Fame, and this guy proudly wears it. He represented that extremely well. JK21, that's what's up, man. Congratulations.
That's what's up. 17 seasons in the major, playing for 6 franchises. Chose to wear the San Francisco Giants jersey in the Hall of Fame. You heard him talk about how much manager Dusty May meant to him, and that's something he's expanded upon when talking about this honor, is how much Dusty Baker made him a better player.
Yeah, he really did. And there's certain coaches that they have that ability that you connect with and just have a certain understanding of who you are and how to get the best out of you. We were blessed with a good one ourselves. Were my days with the Giants.
Yeah.
Bochy was one of those guys. And Dusty, proven track record. I mean, he's going to bona fide Hall of Famer as a manager, most definitely. And he's going to go in there and well respected because of his communication skills, but how well he can put you on his level. How J.K. just said in his speech, he does put himself on his level, and I've had that firsthand experience of that. So yeah, that's pretty cool to shout out to Dusty.
Boch, Dusty Baker, Giants fans are pretty spoiled with some of the all-time great managers for a long stretch there. Now, you have some experiences with Jeff Kent. You guys did overlap in Major League Baseball, though not with the Giants. Yeah. You faced him later on in his career while playing for the Dodgers. What was it like trying to get this guy to go down?
Well, as you can see, my reaction after this pitch, I almost pretty much wiped the sweat off my brow. Good, tough situation. He's going up there, and you could tell that he wanted it. And I mean, even right there, you can see his focus, and he's upset that he missed the pitch right there off of me. It was probably more hittable than I'd like to admit. But again, uber ultra competitor. Like that guy just. It's the guy you wanted on your team in the tough situations, because there's a saying about some people have ice in their veins, and he was one of those guys that seemed to have ice in his veins in those big spots.
Congratulations again to Jeff Kent. It was really cool hearing his speech. He did an awesome job with that. There were some emotions that came out. It was really special to watch it, even here in our NBC Sports Bay Area studios, because he wasn't a guy who showed a ton of emotion as a player, but now that we've gotten to see him reflect back just how much it meant to him to be a part of this Giants organization. Congrats again, and don't forget, August 29th, at the Giants game, Oracle Park, the Giants will be retiring his number 21 jersey. So that will be a special day. Be sure to mark the calendar. Let's check out our Toyota play of the game as we switch gears back to today's Giants game against the Angels, although really fun reminiscing about an all-time great Giant. Hey, there's Alex Pavlovich getting photobombed by Pablo Sanchez from the video game Backyard Baseball, who was wilding out all throughout pregame. Apparently, it was Backyard Baseball Day at Oracle Park. Now, you said you didn't play Backyard Baseball, though. That was a popular game back in, like, the 90s, maybe into the 2000s?
I mean, I didn't play it, hard. There were a couple other
Well, you were too busy
games.
playing actual baseball.
Yeah, but there were a couple other video games that I played, baseball video games that I played when I was
You were playing real baseball, probably. Instead of backyard baseball.
I was playing in the backyard.
Yeah, you were playing in the actual backyard. Well, some of us were gifted with physical skills. The rest of us have to play video games and pretend like we're good at those sports.
I did both, trust me. The little kid in me doesn't put that controller down still to this day. So I might have to go look at Backyard Baseball right now and then.
Yeah, we'll have to check it out. I think there's a new iteration of it. Anyways, let's go back to Oracle Park to get some final thoughts from our game broadcasters, Dwayne Kuiper and Mike Krukow.
Well, thanks, Kylan. Well, the Giants take this one on the chin. They do take 2 out of 3. But when you win the first 2, I mean, you get really greedy and you want to say, all right, we're going to sweep this team. And the Angels took an early lead. And look, they had a guy on the mound, Jose Soriano, that was absolutely terrific. But I will say this. The Giants did show some life in the 9th inning. And look, I'm not going to blame Hunter Wendelstedt for this loss. But that last call really hurt them.
And they didn't have the right to challenge, and so they had to walk off and unfortunately lost this game, win the series. Unusual today in that the Giants were able to get the leadoff hitter on base 8 out of 9 innings, and only one crossed the plate and scored. But I thought that you did see a lot of things in this game that I like. Number one, I mean, Carson Whisenhunt, who was the losing pitcher in this outing, he went 5 innings and gave up 4, but he pitched well. He struck out 7. So, I mean, from a youth perspective, here's a guy who's definitely going to make an impact in the rotation someday up here. And it may be that he's staying here for the rest of the year. Who knows?
Yep. Might be very well true. All right, Kylan, back to you.
Thanks so much, gentlemen. The Giants can't complete the series sweep, and things don't get any easier on this homestand. The Milwaukee Brewers come to town tomorrow, boasting the second best record in baseball. We look ahead next. Toyota Giants Post-Game Live is brought to you in part by Xfinity. Get Wi-Fi so reliable, it never gets caught looking at one price for the next 5 years and same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity, imagine that.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford Group.
The journey. It starts here, on the fields where dreams begin. Every swing counts. Every step matters. Every moment inspires. The fundamentals today, the possibilities of tomorrow. Pitch, hit, and run. The journey starts here. Scan the QR code to sign up today.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Join Matt Yatloff and Greg Caserta on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer. MLB Big Inning. All season. Presented by CarShield.
Go all in on game nights with MLB Plus. Catch live out-of-market games on MLB Network. Hear home and away radio broadcast of every game. Even stream minor league action and more. It's all here on MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year.
Toyota Giants Postgame Live is presented by Toyota, class-leading MPG and more hybrid models than any other brand. Toyota, let's go places. Upcoming is a series against the Milwaukee Brewers to start off the work week with Game 1 on tap tomorrow. Here's a look at the probable starters for that series. Tyler Mahle likely getting the ball for the Giants tomorrow. For Game 1 will Brandon Sprout for the Brewers, bringing in that 5.09 ERA. The Giants are lucky they will avoid The Miz, who just set a franchise record striking out 7 straight batters to start off today's game between the Brewers and Rockies. What's your scout on Milwaukee and why they've been so good this year?
Well, they're a very young, aggressive ball club. Through and through the lineup, they're led by Christian Yelich, a guy who's MVP, guy who's been in every situation, understands and can control the temperature in the clubhouse and the vibe in the dugout, right? But they're young, they steal bases, they can hit, so you might see some fireworks, you might see some action. I mean, no dull baseball. I'm not too sure what we see, but at the end of the day, tough series for them.
However, the Giants played well against the Brewers last time they faced off. They split the series in Milwaukee. Could they get some magic going at Oracle Park? We'll just have to see. We'll see you back here tomorrow night.